All right, that's gotta do, I guess. Ernie, go with the intro.
You guys really seriously are choosing to listen to this podcast, like, purposely, willingly. You pressed a button. I know you did. I watched you do it. A play button that introduced you to the world that is this small table in this small room where many a woman has been held against her will. So welcome to the podcast. This will be the second episode of the second season, and we're glad you can be here with us.
How long are we gonna run with that second season joke?
So welcome to the podcast. Second episode of the second season,
Right.
officially titled Bowman is the Chode Master Deluxe.
Dude, I will claim that title. That is perfectly acceptable.
Very little about you is perfectly acceptable. So, we have Rachel back with us. Yay.
Hello.
So, glad to see you could join us. Glad you're feeling better.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
wonderful.
It was really weird that I was doing this podcast with only one vagina, but now I'm back to having two. That's great.
You know, do you not count yourself? Like, count your own?
Oh,
vagina?
no. When you're king vagina, you don't really count yourself amongst the small folk. Never.
So are you saying you have a huge vagina?
Oh, the hugest.
Bucket.
Absolutely.
Like hot dog down Holland?
Oh, man. No. Please understand. It is like a landing pad. It's like that scene in friggin', what is it, the 7th Fast and Furious movie where they're just endlessly driving down a airport.
All right, look,
Yeah.
we've been over this. It's a crunch in time. You
Notice
gotta
how
cover all the
Bowman is
action that
making
goes
up-
on throughout that whole period. You can't. Otherwise, it's like a fight scene with
We do
Tom
an entire
Cruise.
podcast where Bowman protects his movie
Look,
franchise.
if all you saw was Tom Cruise throw his fist 3 times in 2 seconds, that'd be boring. But no, they got a 4-second swing here, 3-second swing there. You know, you got to make it feel good.
And also joining us, a loving return. I've been waiting for this for a long time because the first time around was such a fantastic adventure that I really wish could have been heard by more than just us. Troy is with us, and
he's here to introduce our special guest, Ernie Suggs.
What it be, how it do? It's your boy T-Dubs with the Procrastinauts crew.
Oh, God. I already love it. Thank you, Troy. Oh, my gosh.
Troy, there's so much that we have yet to catch up on. We really do. For no other reason than just to hear that buttery smooth fucking velvet voice come out of you and just get all the panties wet, mine included. Just, yeah.
I can't tell if it's a stab or not.
Yeah, I don't know if I would describe it as that, but I
No,
appreciate it
real
anyway.
talk. Like, my headcanon voice for a lot of the major things I read is his voice.
Okay.
Like,
Really?
if I read a health article on, care and maintenance of the foreskin, it's in his voice.
Really?
I feel bad for you, son.
If I read anything medical related at all, like even the instructions on a Tylenol thing, it's just your voice, man, every time.
All right, well, I guess I should feel honored, but I don't know.
When I'm jerking it and I need that voice to say to me, yeah, I like that, keep going. It's your voice. It absolutely is.
Okay, I think you've gone a little bit too far at this point.
When I'm having to put the suppository in,
I was waiting for it. In my head, if you didn't touch that was like...
Hey, Troy, bring your mic a little closer. Your wavelength is teeny tiny.
yeah, Tro, don't rob us of that joy that is your voice. Come on.
Is this better?
You don't have to breathe into it.
Oh man. So Bowman, I know I sent this to you earlier. I just want to touch on this while I'm thinking about it.
What's up?
So at my job, we have a TV in the break room that's just constantly hooked up to a little Roku system.
Mm.
And so when there's nothing actively happening, if for anybody who has a Roku stick or box or whatever, they probably are familiar with this. The hold screen basically is just like a city skyline and billboards pass by with previews of stuff, and I guess you can click on them. It takes you to it, stuff on Netflix or whatever. And one came up, and I just lost my shit. I'm like, there's no way this is real. I gotta get a picture of it. And I guess I'll send it to you to put on the screen as well. But I'm just gonna hold this up so people can see. Princess Poo Poo exclusively on Roku. HappyKids.tv, I guess, is where you'd watch it, and you can watch it for free. So I saw this and I went to look it up, and I could find nothing on it. The closest I could find.
Did you go to happykids.tv?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it took me to a Facebook page.
Really?
And
That's odd.
no, but here's the thing about it. What little bit I did make out from happykids.tv is it's a website equivalent of the Arabic poorly spoken English. What are they like? Not like
they're like procedurally generated.
Like poorly animated.
Yeah.
And it's like they have little songs, and some of them are like, I guess, foreign takes on songs, but sung in the tune of like the of American equivalent, like the Finger Family, like those, stuff like that, right?
And I understand what Finger Family is.
Yeah.
I understand it's a counting thing.
Yeah.
We got to change the name.
I'm so tired of
No,
mommy
I'm with
finger.
you.
Like, that's the worst thing in the world. A
But
kid I babysat really doesn't know the name of her fingers.
We're not gonna mommy finger anything. Like, that's just
Right.
not okay.
I don't know. It
No,
depends on the mom.
She
but
was telling her kid to like paint her nail,
Fair
and
enough.
she was like, "Oh, paint my index finger," and she's like, "No, that's mommy finger." I'm like, "Oh my god."
that kid's gonna be ruined. Which
Yeah.
is
Not okay.
It's like the whole idea of like if you teach a kid when they're really young and impressionable the weirdest, just like wrongest things, and
They'll
it settles,
remember it for
but
the
it
rest of
settles
their
with
life.
them.
Does that
Did you
actually
see-
work?
No, did you see the
I
article
can't wait to have
about
kids to find out.
Did you see the article about the poop knife?
What?
It was
I'll
some,
make sure I heard you right.
Yeah,
Poop
you
knife?
read it right. You read it right. It was some article about how it was like a Reddit post. Some guy was posting that he didn't know that every family didn't have a poop knife.
Oh, I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Oh my god.
And that he like went to like someone's house, like their whole family had this knife that just stayed in their like laundry room because it was central point to all the bathrooms. And if I'm assuming I don't remember exactly, that if like the turd just wouldn't go down, they'd like.
The poop knife was basically
Yeah.
a means to break the turd down. Is what you're getting at.
So he like went to like a house party or something and pooped and asked, "Hey, where's your poop knife?" in front of everyone, and they're like, "Poop knife."
Here's my thing. Like, I don't want to call a Reddit user a liar or anything, but like, who just keeps a rusty knife in their laundry room specifically for that? When I don't know when was this invented? The plunger,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, the plunger
or is that just new tech?
No, the plunger is like when stuff like is clogged.
Yeah,
This is if the turd is not going down. It's not holding.
Well, here's
it's
the funny thing about
Like, it's gonna
turds. They're
paint.
soft like most things, and you could if you don't have a knife, what do you cut your cake with?
Can I be completely honest?
Spoons.
I'll be completely honest with you. Growing up as a kid, I had no clue turds were soft. I thought they were just like hard because it was like
Thought you just shit out.
right, it's
basically.
like it's leaving you, and you're just like plop. Okay, I never really thought twice about the consistency of poo. And bear in mind, I was a very poo-laden child. Everything was either a fart joke or something related to poop in some way or form because it's fucking hilarious. But I never once sat and thought to myself, hold a solid turd. Yeah, does it mesh? Does it?
Did you like read it, or
did
did
you
you
not
do
have a
like
fucking
scientific
dog?
discovery?
Did you
like,
not step on any of them?
No, we had a dog, yeah, but by the time we ever stepped on anything, it had already gotten to the point of being the gray in the yard turd.
No, I
you
call
know?
bullshit on ever having mushy dog duty
No,
on the
no,
bottom of your shoe.
honest to
like
goodness,
caked up in
honest
the
to goodness.
ridges of the shoe. That's the
yeah.
worst part, when you have to get like an old toothbrush or some shit to just.
Well, it wasn't for a very long time for
like
me because like most dogs we ever had were
Right.
outdoor dogs and mostly had the whole backyard. Because I grew up on this huge lot of land, so they had the whole back area. We rarely ever. I mean, do I look like the kid that was an outdoors kid? By the way, I mean really.
Well, I mean, no, but that doesn't matter. Did you have an animal in the house? You had a cat, right?
We've had cats.
You
yeah.
never stepped on a
But-
sloshy
but-
turd left by a cat?
but,
No,
not in the house
I
though.
actually
Most-
never have myself because
Yeah.
my cats always use.
But you stepped on a soft turd. Like,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
didn't occur
way
in your
later.
20s.
No, way later. Like
No, that's
I-
what I'm getting at. It
yeah.
didn't happen in your 20s.
No, bear in mind, I'm talking the time frame I'm talking about is like single digits
choose
in age.
to come back, and we're
You
talking
know?
about duty.
Right,
No
right.
joke, but like, there's no way you were 9 years old going, well, my just shit
Oh,
rocks.
by 9, I'm sure I was long past it, but I'm talking like when I was really young, dude.
Look at this
I'm
fucking
talking
tree
like-
root I shit out.
Basically, no, not as when I say as a kid, I mean logically,
All right.
once I got to the point about like 7, 8, or 9 years old, it was a different story. But
Regardless,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Like, well, no, all right, fair point. You didn't, but someone who has poked a turd with a knife would know that it's soft enough to touch with a plunger.
Like, what are they scared? It's just gonna coat like the bowl.
well, then
going down or
also,
some
but if you think
shit?
about it too,
make
they may have just been
brushes.
like it may have just been a one-time thing that got out of hand. I mean, no, really think about it.
No.
Think of
No.
something.
No.
Think of something that you do regularly that you sometimes have to stop and say to yourself, "Wait a minute, other people might not be as cool with this as I am. They might not be like myself. I don't give a fuck. I'll put my finger in other people's noses. I don't care. Like, it's nothing to me. But I know other people are just like, that is the most disgusting fucking thing ever. If you fucking do that, I will come at you like a breeze block of pain.
I mean, it depends on whose nose, but...
Yeah. I mean, you know, so it never really... So if someone says to me, like, you know, oh, yeah, a little something right here, I'll simply straight up and go, oh, yeah, a little something right here. Pop it on out for him, you know? I don't care. I mean, you know, I'm not going to sit there and dine on it or something. I'll wash my hand, yeah, but it's just like, it's never been a second thought for me. It's never, you know... I had an ex that I did that for once, and she just gave me this look like I just shat fire and declared myself Jesus. And at that point, I realized, everyone might not be as cool with this as I am.
See, I only have like one of those things, and that the whole reason I found out it was not a normal thing was because this is like recently, like last year. I was staying in a hotel for my birthday with a couple of guys and my friend, and we were going to the convention about the deodorant.
Yeah.
Where so. If you don't know, being a chubby kid, you put deodorant between your thighs so it doesn't chafe. Or during the summer, like...
I feel like it would dry out your thighs and make them chafe worse.
It does not. Like, it is...
Well, women's deodorant's a bit different than ours.
See, did you ever watch Juno? Because, like, there's that one scene where, like, the kid, Bleecker, like, starts rubbing deodorant between his thighs because he's going running. It's a thing. But I didn't realize that wasn't, like...
baby powder. A little puff.
That don't work.
The downside of baby powder, though, is if you're wearing any dark colors whatsoever, it just looks like, you know... like a dusty mess.
Or just don't dust it like a fucking child. Put it on before you put on your pants.
No, I'm just saying, even then, it's gonna around, you know?
Nah, dude.
But no,
You've had a weird childhood.
Baby powder, every time, you know, yeah.
My shit is rocks, and baby powder goes on after the pants.
But no, I was standing, like my friend just got out the shower, and, like, I was standing there, like, getting dressed, and, like, I'm, like, as she walks out, I'm, like, in, like, the crab position, like, on the floor.
That position is no longer known as the crab position. It's known as the Bowman has to explain to the doctor position.
And just, like, rubbing deodorant between my thighs, and she's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
You'll hear, you twiggy bitch. You probably don't have to do this shit, do you? I'm making sure everything smells good. It's hot out there.
No, the worst part is, like, I did that during, like, when I was in high school, and, like, I wore, like, men's deodorant, so it was super fragrant. So, like, I was like, cool, I can wear pants for, like, 2 weeks straight. I was fucking disgusting.
No, like, I in high school myself, I remember it was like I remember every day after, like, either gym class or whatever like that, especially during the hotter times, I would just be absolutely fucking disgusting, like, with sweat and gnarliness and everything.
Now?
No, still am, but I have a better way of handling it now. My solution then was, like, you know, keep a small bathroom in my locker, you know, like, some deodorants and this and the other.
Oh, okay.
You know, yeah, and I
as a fat kid, that should have been day one.
Right, but see, here's the thing: is, like, you know, it wasn't until I was in high school that other shit come into play, like, you know, again, like I said, gym class and all that. Junior high didn't really have it like that, and I was just like, oh Christ, you know, take a shower, put this deodorant on, spray up. It was like morning, midday for me every time, because I've always been the get ready in the morning person. Like, some people like to shower and get their shit together for before bedtime. Nah, that's not me. I do it in the morning.
Speaking of getting ready, I like that both of you called each other about the vest, and both me and Troy called each other about
the jackets.
These jackets.
Yeah, but all out of all of us, though, you know, I mean, I like to think that all of us are kind of like doing something interesting shirt wise, but you, I mean,
no, just gray.
Yeah.
Look, you get the gray, it matches the hat bill.
Yeah.
And the sleeves.
So Troy's representing weeb number one here. Yeah. With his Persona shirt.
The jacket's from Hotline Miami.
No, I'm talking about his shirt, though.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the shirt.
The shirt's from Persona 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got to talk about that eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What's your shirt? What's going on here?
Oh, it's this sweet Stranger Things thing.
I'm
She's
okay
got
with
the
this.
Names,
Oh, I like those names upside down.
Yeah, and then Will's upside down.
I am completely
so,
okay
it's
with
a
this.
little outdate now for hopefully.
Yeah. No.
Season 3, but it's still perfect.
Well,
Spoiler alert.
there's no word on season 3 yet. I don't want to get my
No, there is word for it.
No, shh, don't do this to me. I want to believe it's going to happen, but everything I want to have happen and I see stuff about online, it always never happens.
Then why don't you look it up? Because I'm pretty sure.
No, that's just it. I want to live in the fantasy that
Oh my God.
it's not going to happen until it does. I need that in my life.
All right, well, what you got going on, Mr. Homeless Man?
Oh, well, besides the homeless man beard, I've got my Captain Charisma shirt because I feel like it's fitting, seeing as how I am the embodiment of entertainment. I mean, look at me.
I don't know, man. I think you got Troy bored over here. He's reading the ingredients on the can.
Hopefully, hopefully he's doing what I do and he's reading it with his voice in his head.
I'm trying to like get some diet drinks, and I don't want to deal with any of that aspartame crap. So
Okay.
yeah,
This
I
one's
was-
made at Kevin's.
Yeah, I think I might have to give Diet Pepsi a shot since they don't put aspartame.
Now
in it.
aspartame free.
Yeah.
So, Troy, since we last talked, give us first. I want to ask you about this amazing adventure you went on recently. We were actually talking about the last podcast too. But so Magfest, how was that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My favorite part about Troy going to MagFest was he shows up, takes a picture of a poster, sends it to me. He's like, "I'm at MagFest," and that's all he said.
yeah.
So for those who don't know, Troy Boy here, he'll hit up Magfest with his arcade cabinets. Am I right?
Yeah.
And he makes pretty decent bank being the arcade cabinet guy.
Yeah, well, I'm not the only one that they have like 300.
Oh no, I'm sure other people bring them in because there's no way in hell
Yeah,
you're covering that whole
exactly.
building. But a good portion of those are yours, most notably.
I wouldn't even say a good portion of them are mine. Like,
Yeah.
Like
So
it's a
it's-
drop in
it's-
the bucket.
Yeah. It's like I contributed what, maybe 0.5%. I don't know. It's not a whole lot that I contribute.
It's just
but,
the classic Ernie inflation.
yeah.
Oh no, I don't know, man. Like I said, every time I've seen pictures of your setup, usually seems you got to get a pretty decent amount there. But then again, I'm not at that building, so
Right.
Yeah, you just try to make everything as big as your ego, pretty much. So.
No,
Well,
sniz
I used to
out.
try to make them as big as Bowman's dick, but you can only talk down so much. You know.
The last con I attended, Ernie was like, "You're gonna be the official magic supplier at this convention."
And you were.
No, I was the babysitter to watch the back exit door.
Hey,
Please and
don't
thank
pin
you.
that on me. Don't pin that on me. You see, I sold you as hard and as fiercely as I could.
No, I appreciate it. I'm just
Yeah.
giving you shit. Anyways, we're cutting Troy off, please.
Oh, that's cool. It's all good. Anyway, I of course they had to have the freaking event the same day that the whole snowstorm thing was happening. So like the whole time I was going up there, I had to deal with that, and I didn't even get halfway up there before I was just like, I can't travel on these roads anymore because, of course, they had to give me the freaking truck that the windshield wipers don't work on it. So yeah, I had to pull off, and I did end up getting there on time because the arcade didn't open until like 5 p.m. on Thursday. So, and I ended up getting there at like around 2 p.m. on Thursday, so I had just enough time to unload and get everything set up and everything. The event was pretty good, but it's just all the crap surrounding the event was shit.
It sounds like every time I've gone to a party con.
Yeah,
We got
well,
that-
that's pretty much what MagFest is.
Well, I mean, I realize, but
MagFest is interesting in that the makeup of its users are like a third of them are like really nerdy people who have no social interaction skills at all. Another good third are like dude bros and wife beaters that are drunk the whole time, and another third are like Tumblr users that get upset at everything.
so like the dude bro side of the fence, is that the side that's mostly into the music side of things? Would you say?
That's, I guess. No, I don't know. Dude bros mostly just get drunk. That's pretty much all they do. Is
Yeah.
just get drunk. And try to get laid.
Yeah.
If somebody's got drugs, they'll try to get into that too. That's pretty much all it is. It's just a bunch of dude bros that are just trying to have a good time. But I mean, yeah, it's weird. It's just, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with any of that. It's just it's weird seeing.
Hey, either way, it's money in your pocket, though, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk about this poster that Troy sent?
Yeah, I really wanted to go to that event, but I could not get into it because by the time I got there, the place was already filled up.
Now, was the original host there?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
kidding.
Phil Moore was there. Yeah.
That is friggin' rad.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to go. I wouldn't have gone otherwise. But
I wonder if they brought the machine to actually put you in the video game like it did when you were a kid.
He was bad as this whole time.
Oh shit! Okay, see, I didn't even pay attention to it being the show. I just thought it was like practice for verses here. Like they were just being real cheesy and cheeky about like, get your practice in. So when you're on the floor, I'm an idiot.
No, see, I was about to say I'm an idiot because this whole time I've been sitting here like, okay, cool, like MagFest. But for some reason I had it mixed up with like PAX in my head. And I'm like, music. Like, I was real confused.
But no, I got to point out that my favorite MagFest story, playing favoritism, obviously to this degree, but when you when you had Xavier Woods and Kenny Omega play one of your.
Oh, that was not MagFest.
That wasn't MagFest.
That
what
was.
that? That was Dragon Con, right?
CEO.
Oh, see, okay.
That's in Florida.
Okay. No, but that's pretty goddamn
Yeah,
cool.
that
like,
was pretty good.
you know, I marked out for that when I saw that. I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I really wanted to go see the whole MagFest versus just to see Phil Moore. I was like hoping I could get a shot with him or something, but it was like there's no way I was getting in that room.
How big?
Really wanted to go see Crush 40. Crush 40 was there. I wanted to hear some of that terrible Sonic music.
Yeah, you know. Okay, so is it true what I hear that they absolutely hate the Sonic fandom?
Oh, I have no idea. I would hope so.
I can't remember where I heard that, but I heard somewhere that they hate when they're doing a show and people just like, asking for particular themes and they're just like, all right, look, man, can we just play some songs and go? Come on.
The only time I've seen Crush 40 was when there was that Sonic anniversary thing that like went terribly wrong. Like that was the only thing.
Wait, was that the party where they had the chili dogs and like the?
This sounds like a wonderful party.
Possibly, I don't know. I just know that the stream was like the audio was like constantly cutting out, and it was just a ton of hiccups. But yeah, I did get to see Power Glove.
Oh, word.
That's pretty dope.
Okay,
So-
I'm super
Yeah,
jealous.
that's a little jelly.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. But yeah, that was the only music act I got to see. But yeah, that was still pretty cool. I haven't heard Power Glove in like years.
So Troy,
it was,
when you're at these shows though, like, are you maintenance? Are you walking the floor or?
I pretty much just do maintenance on my machines.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, are you just walking the floor on your machines?
Yeah,
and-
yeah. I'll like look around, make sure that the controls are working and all that.
Yeah.
You know, and that
I
sort of
know you
stuff.
don't.
There's not too much Cheeto dust caked up on it.
Yeah,
So, are people pumping quarters to play your machines,
No,
or is it
no.
free play?
it's all free play.
So that just kills the possibility of the visual I got of you in like a wife beater with your chest hair sticking out in the fucking quarter
yeah,
machine
yeah.
on your
Flap,
on your
flap,
belt.
flap, flap, flap.
No.
What's the problem, kid? It ain't my quarter. There you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, none of that.
Promise me, Troy, one day, if ever you get your arcade off the ground, that you become that guy.
That your
Okay.
uniform is just a white beater.
Yeah,
Swept back, greased
Yeah,
hair.
dude. I mean, and I need that. And you're wearing like the company hat. It's like you got the arcade name on it, but and you're just like mumbling to yourself, the big honking cigar hanging out the side, I need that in my life.
I'll keep that in mind.
Implying this wasn't Troy's already given path, that one day he was going to be that guy at home at least.
I kind of gave up on the whole arcade thing just because it's like I'd much prefer the whole traveling around with machines and just making a buttload of cash all at once.
Why not be a traveling arcade?
Well, that's basically what I am now.
No, man. What I mean is like get a couple of trucks and like set the machines up in those.
Oh, you mean like
and
those
just,
like
drive the
birthday party
locations.
things?
Right.
That reminds me of like I don't want to. I'm gonna be really cryptic about this, but I remember at a former job we had a guy roll up with a game truck, and he was kind of creepy.
Yeah, well, but his game truck was like he had like a set of consoles in there and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems a little bit creepier when it's a console because it gives the implication of being at home, And there's nothing creepier to me, and that guy's like, "Come on into my home, little boy." Versus, going to an arcade where there's tons of people. Now if he's personally inviting you for just like a quick run through his truck, then yeah, okay, that's a little creepy. I'm with you. I don't know. I'd totally be down. The whole idea of a rentable party truck, and just like
I mean, like it sounds cool and all, but it's like at the same time, I don't know if there'd be enough of a demand in this area
Other
anyway.
than like 4-year-olds whose mom wants to give them the perfect party.
Yeah. Well, that and also let's really be honest here. 90% of the people who would be even looking into such a thing, they're the types to jerk off to redemption machines anyway. So. Man, you can just hear the sting in my voice over that one. I'm still mad about the redemption machine rise and fucking death of arcades, notably the one I used to work at.
Well, dude, it's
Don't
because
get me
redemption
started on
games
that.
make you money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking away from that. You're not wrong, but it's like there's just no
Also,
effort in them anymore.
redemption machines are cheap as shit too.
Yeah.
Like for the arcade operators, like I just got back from an arcade auction yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and a good arcade machine, you're gonna be paying at least $500 for it. redemption machines. They were selling for like $10 a piece.
Dude, the
Yeah.
Bilo in
Wow.
front of us, the old Bilo in front of us,
Yeah.
before they were closing, they had a raffle for their claw machine.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
yeah. No, I signed up for it because I was like, we will just sit this shit in the living
I was
room.
gonna say I'd put a fucking claw machine in my living room.
Right.
That'd
I
be
mean,
dope.
it was free. It was like, I think you paid like, no, it was like $1 for a ticket.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
it was
Bowman.
not much.
Here's the thing. Put a claw machine in your living room, right? And put like necessitable needs for your roommates in there, so they got to work for it. You know.
Look,
oh, take a
guys, I
shower.
put
You
your
need a towel.
left shoe in there.
No, forget that. It's like, oh, you need a towel. Oh, what's that? You need a roll of toilet paper. You know.
Turns out they've got all those things on their own, but you know.
Right.
Just suck all the fun out of the idea.
I mean, if
dude.
you had kids, maybe, like, oh.
Yeah, like the chore wheel, but instead it's like, earn your allowance through the claw machine. If you want, either you cut the grass or you try and earn it through the claw machine. You run out of money, you're fucked.
Cut the grass.
Yeah, here we go.
I remember you were talking at one point, just like touring
Yeah,
conventions.
that's what I would like to do.
Yeah. Or how
That's
clo-
what I would like you to
How
do.
close are you to getting a truck yourself? Because I know you were talking about buying one a little while ago.
Yeah, I mean it'll probably be a while just because
They're not
health
cheap.
insurance. I just signed up for that shit because I got to get some stuff taken care of, and it's like, yeah, this
Just say
year's
it.
not-
We're all getting old.
yeah.
Yeah.
Health
For real.
insurance, don't get that Trump care, is that right?
Whatever.
gosh.
Let's not get all political here, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
The last recording we did wasn't a podcast; it was a gameplay, and we were talking about what.
If,
Licking Trump's butthole or something?
No. What? What did you just say?
Was it what was the conversation? It was licking Trump's butthole. No.
Whoa, no, slow down. What conversation were you having where that was a thing? Because it certainly wasn't us.
I mean, I was being a little facetious. It was about Trump jerking off to his own asshole.
Well, no, yeah, that was, yeah. No, I asked him. I said, if he if he
Would
was
you rather
approached,
lick Trump's asshole and no one know about it, or not lick Trump's asshole and everyone knows about it, and everyone thinks you did?
I'll go with not.
Yeah, for
Because
real.
the funny thing is, that's a level of popularity that you can easily ride away.
Do you know how big this podcast would be if someone in here would
One of the guys on this fucking podcast is lame as shit. It's boring as fuck. But one of these guys licked Trump's asshole. No, he didn't. Yeah, dude, that's not what I heard. But yeah,
Dude, I know the trick. Just coat your mouth with super glue.
but no,
has he been eating like just fruits and vegetables, or has he been
his
eating them
regular
Trump
diet.
steaks?
It's his regular diet. It's his regular diet of like, from what I understand, according to some
Lasagna.
news- No. He fucking
It's
like
like
has
fried
like
steak. It's like burnt ass steaks, KFC, and like McDonald's.
yeah.
all
Apparently,
covered in
ketchup.
ketchup.
Yeah.
apparently he has McDonald's delivered to the White House.
Jesus
Real
Christ.
talk.
Okay, yeah.
At that point, Richie Rich it and just put one in the fucking White House.
yeah.
I mean, at this point,
But the other question is does he get like spray tan, a whole orange thing? Does he get it like right between the cheeks? Are you gonna come out looking like Lindsay Lohan in
no.
2000?
It's obvious. It's obvious. Spray tan is only on the parts that he thinks everyone's going to see.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
he takes
so-
his suit off. He's got rings around his wrist.
Basically.
No. He just takes his suit off and like nothing but just here and like here and just stands. That's it.
yeah, completely. No, I believe the question was when we were playing the other night. I was like, if you were in a game and Trump joined in, would you help him? Would you teach him?
I would like to think that I'm I could look past all the political spectrums and just be a normal human being in that point.
Especially if he's
The
on your
minute
team.
he calls me like a name or something, then no.
Well, he's not gonna call you a name. You're his people. You're a white male between the ages of 18 and 35.
No, but I'm a snowflake.
Yeah, but you know, he's
But no,
only asking for like people
Yeah,
from
no.
Norway.
No,
So
but
yeah,
no.
Something just-
But no, in the case of this though, so he's just hopped onto your PvP server, playing Halo, right? And he's
year is
completely,
Right.
Well, I'm picking a game I know you know well,
Fair
so.
enough.
But so he's all like, show me these buttons. What do I do? How do I shoot these guys? Now, are you gonna take him under your wing and be like, well, Mr. President, so here's
I
what
don't
we gotta
think you
do.
need to take them under wing. All you gotta do is tell them they're immigrants.
No, see, here's the worst part though: is that if you didn't, you would get a message like 2 seconds later, and it'd be like, my dad owns Xbox.
No, forget that. No, you okay? Let's say he gets on your server, you start playing, and like you're team killing, you're just giving him the fucking business, right? And moments later, you get a fucking email from like the fucking White House, from the FBI. They're coming for you because
He's now
technically
been
you shot our
blacklisted.
president.
Oh god.
some keywords for this podcast to go under.
Yeah.
At least we'll know somebody's listening.
I can hear demonetization right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I put butt in the title of the last podcast, and it got demonetized immediately.
Well, that's because your thumbnail didn't have an Asian dude hanging by his neck in the background.
That's true.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know?
We also didn't have... No, you did. You totally had to put a dick in my face mouth. And, like, it still got demonetized. I don't know. I
Just
don't know what we can do.
change the name of the channel to Procrastinauts Paul, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be one of YouTube's golden boys at that point.
I don't know.
We
He
could do no
finally got.
wrong.
I don't know. He finally did get taken down. Like there were cries
Yeah,
and
after,
cries and cries.
that's
after 10
right.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved YouTube's response was, we've acted accordingly, and
Eventually.
yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like,
No,
yeah,
they
9 days
no.
later, you acted accordingly.
Have y'all made some
the
money?
worst part is
Yeah.
that they made they made that statement. We acted accordingly after he took down the video. Like they made that before they even took him down
exactly.
in general.
And the funny thing about it is, you know, some of my favorite YouTubers have stuff demonetized or taken down
Yeah.
like within milliseconds of
It's
posting.
like a running joke.
Or us.
You know,
now.
but you know, I mean, well, we have never had anything taken down, have we?
Nothing taken down, but we got demonetized immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. That's like a running joke amongst like all the YouTubers I watch. Like, ho ho ho! Don't say shit. We're gonna get demonetized.
Well, here's what really kills
We'll
me though
censor
is
this
that
podcast.
what kills
For
me
you
about
too.
it though
But
is
make
like,
sure you don't censor it with like silences, like put like a Yoshi sound or something
Yeah,
like
you
that.
have to do
No,
something.
because then Nintendo will claim it as
Well,
copyright, and they'll
Okay,
take
well,
more
hold on.
revenue.
You got the
But
Yoshi noise.
like
Go
if
ahead.
if it detects silence, then it will demonetize you because it knows that you're censoring.
Right.
Are you fucking serious?
If it's like the
Wow.
length of like a word or something, you know, like if it's a whole silent video, obviously there
That's
can be
crazy.
things,
Why are they demonetizing censored shit?
well, no,
Dude.
but here's the real thing. The real concern that I have is that now that this whole thing's gone through, there's that phrasing, if I'm not mistaken, in that letter was
Yeah.
talking about how like now we're
Changes.
going to start making changes and start cracking down on this stuff. So now the people who are legit making good content, who are working hard on doing stuff, are going to have to go even through more loopholes just to get regular content out.
It's going
You
the
know?
exact opposite way I was like hoping and praying.
Well,
My video from forever ago got demonetized.
We still have to put that a link
no,
to
no,
that.
no.
You know,
Like
just-
I mean, seriously, that's like what 9 years ago, and it got demonetized like a year ago.
yeah.
Here's what I want to know. Fuck this. On this channel, there is a video history of shit that I've added. Like there was some music videos. I've since deleted them. But there was one video that I shot years ago for a band, definitely a first, that I later joined. Okay.
Yeah, we've discussed this in a previous podcast.
When I put that fucking, like, when I went through the thing, I checked the because I was just like deleting shit to get it so
Right.
this channel could start fresh, because for some reason the actual /procrastinauts, it just demonetized that with nothing on it.
I still think it was because of non-activity.
yeah, just non-activity.
Yeah.
But there's a fucking copyright claim on that video of the band I was in by the old label. The old label tried to claim monetization on a fucking video that, when I originally put online, I sent Google a fucking picture of my face next to the CD case with my fucking face in it. But no, I'm still breaking fucking copyright. It's my goddamn music, sir. At this point, it's been deleted.
It's
and we're no
technically there were five people
Yeah.
in the band, right?
yeah.
So it's 1/5 your music, sir.
1/5 my music that I never wrote or recorded because I joined after it was recorded. But that's not the point. What I'm saying though is, like,
You have creative rights to it.
and
completely.
we left that label, and
Yeah.
in our contract, here's the fucking funny part about that label, for whoever's on it, sorry, but like he sent me
Yeah, all two of those people are going to be watching
no,
this.
there's actually some bands, like one band that's a good friend of mine. They joined the label for some reason, but they did. He sent me a contract. I read through it. I was like, nah, this sucks. I erased half of it, put my own shit in there, like saying, as soon as we want to leave, we're done. And when we leave, the music is ours again, and you have no right to it. He goes, it looks good, and just signed it. Didn't even negotiate.
Jesus.
Yeah. Like, I could have gone in there and just wrote dicks on it, and like, I could have said, you owe me money, and signed it, and he'd have signed it, and it
Give me
wouldn't
that
even pay
dick.
attention.
You know, I mean, yeah.
I'm not a lawyer. I just wrote shit in it, and we signed it.
Misspelled half of it. Shit.
Probably.
Like nothing's capitalized at the start of every sentence. You know.
No, actually,
Threes
it's
instead
just
of
camel
E's,
case.
You know.
It's written in reverse
Yeah,
and
when
upside down.
It's actually in was it Webdings or what? Wingdings?
Wing-
Yeah, it's in Wingdings.
when you read aloud, you have to read it in a baby voice.
It's actually written all out in social media logos.
Like legit, like the start of it has the little little in parentheses, red and baby voice, and just get
Yeah.
from there.
It also kind of looks like that the episode of SpongeBob where he's like writing the paper.
Yeah,
and he
that
only
one
has
nice
that
big
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but like YouTube's kind of fucked right now. I don't understand it. Like H3's already covered it, and Funhouse already covered it.
Yeah, I was
I
about to
say,
say,
game
we're kind of just repeating, we're echoing what others
Yeah,
have already said.
we're echoing
People who
what
actually
we
matter
agree.
in the whole
Exactly.
routine.
And I'd say,
yeah.
to be honest, like Game Theory covered like the whole algorithm and
Yeah.
everything. So
Well, like,
you know,
excuse me, Fantano. I don't know if you watch him, but he had said what I was thinking for a while, which was, make a like YouTube Black or something like that, where
Right.
like all of the mature content can go and make
YouTube
money.
After Dark. That's what Funhouse said.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, or have an option. Why don't you just have like add people
'cause,
who
like-
go, I don't fucking care if you swear in your video.
Right.
Just not safe for work it.
or I don't
right.
know, actually make the YouTube Kids app work.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's just
I could understand YouTube Kids like that's a hard platform now because people have absolutely circumvented it. Like the thing you showed at the Poo Poo Queen or whatever the fuck it was called.
Poo poo, sir.
But anyway,
Princess Poo Poo, get it fucking right.
If you swap words around to that, it sounds
but
like a
you
porno
also
title.
you also
No, real talk. You just described the porn version. I don't want to watch. I get a fucking Poo Poo Queen.
you fucking like that. But no, the like YouTube Kids have already been broken because now it's got like
Yeah, everything
Elsa
all
eats
over it.
shit literally
Yeah.
in the
It's
title,
fucking
still fucking
terrible.
making money.
Yeah.
How come they can put shit in the title on a kids app and still make money, but we put butt? No, no.
It was like shit. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Sorry to
But
cut you off.
yeah, it's just like there's advertisers that would want to advertise on just mature stuff. Like get fucking like Bud Light in on this shit. Like
Get like Love Honey, like those kind of things.
yeah,
so
yeah,
you're gonna,
get
any
fucking
of-
fleshlights on this.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, like there's
Yo, Fleshlight,
products.
if you're out there, well,
yeah, sponsor please.
I mean, let's be honest. Filthy Frank's done, so you need somebody.
yeah.
or either like me undies,
Because
things like that.
I have videos that I would have 18 plus, and been like, okay, don't let any kids watch it. But then I was like, if you do this, you're not going to get any ads in this video. And I was like, well, fuck it, why am I going to do that? I'll just try to get around it then. And it's like, if there were ads that ran on mature items, even if it made less money, I don't really give a shit. Just make it where I can make something off of
Yeah,
it.
have you-
and I would gladly age gate it. I don't give a shit,
like, have you seen the Dollar Shave Club commercials? They don't give a fuck.
Right.
They would absolutely advertise over it, or any of the
Wow,
people
you're really reaching. Just saying, Dollar Shave Club.
Well,
What's
no,
up?
no, I'm just saying because that. I mean, realistically, you listen to podcasts, you have 4 ads. You have Dollar Shave Club. You have
Nerd Crate,
fucking,
please sponsor me.
yeah, like
Dollar Shave Club,
Real
me
talk, no, I just
undies,
talking about,
Love Honey.
we're talking about
those
like
things,
Dollar
yeah.
Shave Club, and you're the fucking smoothest face in the group, and even that's a little
nah,
questionable.
dude, you gotta get the neck. You gotta trim a little. But like, or just any of the people who would advertise over South Park.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, there's a difference though. South Park actually is a phenomenon. People are fucking still watching. I mean,
But yet we're still on YouTube making like just as good content, and then we're not taking it seriously.
well,
Like,
we're
just as good.
we're is a
well,
stretch.
I mean, like we as creative or content creators
as a
like,
community. Well,
yeah.
like, well, even
I'm
to
not
that.
about to sit here and try to put myself in the same circle as some of these guys because they're way
They might
bigger
be
than I
better,
am.
but
No, no,
we're
no.
still making content.
But
Like, we're still doing it.
here's where I'm gonna go. Like, imagine like a Filthy Frank video gets what 4 or 5 million views at the end of its run.
Yeah.
Like, how many people do you think fucking tune in to South Park on a nightly basis?
Right.
100,000, maybe. Like, and it's the exact same effect. Like, people are just tuning out as soon as a commercial comes on, or they go take a shit and come back before the commercial break's over. Like, it's the same thing. More people are watching online content ever than they're watching television.
I mean, I'm not about to lie and say that 90% of the time when I'm working on stuff, when I'm at my desk working on stuff, it's podcasts, it's YouTube shit, it's stuff going on in the background to keep the silence
Absolutely.
out. So
the only saving grace to anybody right now, and you're gonna scoff at it, and I have no idea what your opinion is on it, but like, is YouTube Red? Like, that's the only thing still
no,
paying.
listen,
creators.
we just
I'm not
talked
even-
about that,
Yeah, I'm not
yeah.
even about the front. Like, I've had YouTube Red now for.
It's worth every penny.
You were one of the people who were like, I'm paying for free YouTube.
No, real talk. Yeah, for the longest time I wasn't, but then they started offering content exclusive to it, and I'm not gonna
Look,
sit here and lie to
we
you.
know why
Yo,
you
shout
got
out
that,
to
and that's because of
Minefield,
Good
that
Game.
VSOP
Yeah, I mean,
shit.
Which
real
was
talk.
real
Yeah,
hype.
but after
Make sure you watch the thinning with Jake Paul. That's that good shit right there.
Is that about his hairline?
Oh,
I'm sorry, that was
Jesus.
Logan Paul.
Ooh.
Jake Paul wasn't on that. But, yeah.
But no, after about like a couple of months of that whole commercial-free music thing,
Yeah, it's
and
worth it.
getting Google Music out of it too. I'm just like,
I will
But-
say YouTube Red content isn't that wouldn't make me pay for it. I'll be 100% real with you. It's ad free,
Right.
And the ability to fucking lock your phone
Yes.
while listening, because like I get podcasts off of YouTube, so it's easy to lock the phone and go on a walk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep it in my pocket. But no, the there's some YouTube Red content that's great, but I mean honestly, like that's the only like revenue we saw in the last one. Don't get me wrong, it was all of a half of a penny, but like everything else was completely shut off.
And the worst part is, I believe I was the one YouTube Red guy that watched it.
Well, no, we had 14 YouTube Red views.
Oh,
well,
Fancy.
like, probably like 3 of those are me.
Get out of here, Rachel. You're making us look bad.
Well, no, I think,
Pinky's
but
up
look
over here,
good.
fancy as shit.
But here's the thing: is I feel like you're like YouTube Red's at saving grace, but at the same point in time, it's kind of like my mom. Like I showed her like Ninja Sex Party, right, which started on YouTube. It's becoming this huge thing, right? And like my mom like texts me, she's like, "Whoa, this is a big band. Like, how do you get big on YouTube? Like, how is that a thing? Like, how are they paying their bills? You've got the generation above us going." This is still, like, you can actually do this? Like, this is,
I mean,
No, they're just now cluing into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why, or not Letterman. Jesus fucking Christ. That's why Jimmy Fallon
Yeah.
is the top of trending every fucking day.
No, I think you're thinking of Jimmy Kimmel.
Both.
Yeah, both of
one
them
of the
are,
two, yeah.
The Jimmys, the James.
Yeah. You.
Sign up as Jimmy Paul.
Oh,
You will YouTube will love the shit out of you.
Late night with Jimmy.
Late night with Jimmy Paul.
Yeah.
Can one of us legally change our name to that? You.
No, my stepdad's name is Jimmy. No,
Okay,
I'm
rock
good.
paper scissors for who becomes Jimmy Paul. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. We'll just snip that motherfucker off. Congratulations, Jimmy.
All right, I guess I gotta own it.
Look, now you have like a mob name. Oh, Four Finger Jimmy. Like,
Four finger Jimmy
Yeah.
Paul.
You can't have 4 fingers on Asian television, man. That's
Who else can we mention so we can just throw in the tags?
How about that PewDiePie? How about that Jacksepticeye? Who's
Oh man, how about that Euro News where they were doing the lottery and they got them almost arrested?
Do what?
That's still relevant news, right? Jacksepticeye. You don't know, really?
I don't like Jacksepticeye.
I don't either, but
Yeah.
like everyone fucking talked about him for a year and a half. They did
God.
the CS:GO lottery, like, because you could open crates
Oh, he
and
was
shit.
involved in that shit too.
Oh.
I believe so. Before I say yes, don't let me.
Wait.
I didn't
Are you
yeah.
talking about
Yeah, I
that
don't
like
think
that
so.
site or whatever
I
where you
know
can
it
like
was,
go into it and
What was his name? Pro Syndicate.
Pro
and
Syndicate.
T Martin.
T Martin, you're
Aw.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I don't know who Jacksepticeye is. I know the name because I've heard people talk about him.
it's
but,
that
well, that was-
green-haired little like
no.
buggy
Honestly,
Irish boy.
he's Irish Markiplier.
Yeah. No, seriously.
I
Well,
mean-
no. He's more like Irish, like oh my god, there were words in my head.
Oh wait, I actually love Jacksepticeye. If he would like to be on the podcast, that would
No.
be totally
No,
cool.
don't get me wrong.
No, if we're
I
doing
have nothing
that,
against
then-
him. I really have nothing against him, but it's like I'm not huge on his content, but I have nothing against him.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what it is? This is me reading headlines on Google, so please forgive me. But he apparently defended Felix or PewDiePie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to assume over the whole like Nazi shit.
or
so-
the N-word thing.
Yeah.
People are really upset. People were really upset about
Look,
that.
Oh, did
PewDiePie made a comment on that whole thing, the whole like Logan Paul thing, and was like, I said one word and y'all like completely dropped me, but he posts a dead body and
Yeah.
he gets money.
Here's the thing: a lot of people don't realize because of the whole Logan Paul thing. Jake Paul dropped the N-bomb recently too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody
It was,
cares
like,
about
during, like,
that because
Was it on
No,
a
no,
video
no,
he
it's-
edited, or was it a live
No,
thing? Or?
it was like a vine of him like rapping, like freestyling, and like
Oh, that
BuzzFeed.
doesn't count.
Well,
Like,
no,
I'm not gonna. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry. You guys can hate me for this. I know y'all won't, but like, if you're gonna
Try
drop
me.
it, if you're gonna drop it in a rap, that's completely different than. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The way PewDiePie said it was a little
Oh,
harsh.
yeah.
yeah.
But like dropping it in a rap, that is like that's part of that kind of culture,
Right.
And let's be real, it helps
Yeah,
with
but-
the rhyme schemes.
Look, no, it's like this, man.
If there's
It
no
becomes-
malice behind it,
right.
It becomes really a situation about the culture of it, dude. And I'm sorry to say it, but like, there are just some things that if you are as far away from the legitimacy of a culture as possible, you should not be able to. Not want to say take advantage, because it is not. There is no such thing as an advantage to be able to drop the N-bomb. There is not. There is no advantage to it whatsoever.
No,
but
I'm
just saying.
I'm
you
not saying
shouldn't-
there is, but I'm saying that like if that's a case where like I again, I'm not a Jake Paul fan. I do believe he's smarter than he puts on. Like, you have to be to build that. Don't get me wrong, they're fucking retarded.
No, it's more. I think it's more of his dad. His dad, their dad. Sorry, I think is the ringleader there. They're just like the d-bag, like
either way,
like counterparts to it.
They know what they're doing, and there's some logic to it, regardless of what that logic is. But again, I'm not a fan of him. But like, in the context of hip hop, like, I'm not gonna drop the N-word in a hip hop song, please.
No diss tracks.
No, I mean, I've done diss tracks.
I know,
but
I mean, not in your diss tracks.
But I'm definitely not a diss track. Because then it would seem like malice.
Oh, fair point. Yeah.
There's only one thing more disgusting than the people who think they can drop the whole N word because it's like, oh no, what is hip hop? Oh, fuck you. But the only thing more disgusting than that are the people who sit there and go, oh, I don't see why I can't say it. They say cracker. Oh, fuck off. Who the fuck are you? Like, to sit there and act like cracker really bothered you that much?
Ooh.
You're just looking for an excuse.
All right, tangent.
Am I wrong?
Okay, like the Jake Paul or Ron Paul. Who are we talking? Like,
They're all equally as bad. So.
Paul Schaefer.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, so yeah, Logan Paul.
Are we just looking for things to hashtag this with?
Yeah. All right, Logan Paul, dead body. I remember before that, everybody hated Jake Paul for something.
It was the Japanese video before, like a couple weeks before that, of him saying, "I respected the culture."
Oh, no. That was still Logan Paul though. Like Jake Paul.
Oh, I get them mixed
way
up. They're
back.
the same fucker.
Oh no!
What did he do?
The news crew came to his house and he jumped on the
That's
van.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So like, I think that's
When did one of those assholes do the whole like the people out there
getting killed?
Yeah.
It was Logan. It was like he had like a meet and greet at his house.
That was them?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Like he had like a meet and greet scheduled at his house.
I didn't pay attention to the names at that time.
Like, don't get me wrong, something like that's
his...
funny if you're fucking like Bam Margera or some shit.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
your
because people
fans...
expect that shit from you.
But here's the
when you got
problem.
fans that are like 11, 10-year-olds, yeah, you know, like
Team
Team 10 though.
They're like sitting there watching you, like
dab on them haters.
Can
like,
we? That's gonna be a gift, you know that,
10?
right? And I fucking hate you for it.
Not if I cut over to you.
Sorry, what now?
Like, who is a part of Team 10? Team 10. Well,
Did you know what the 10 stands for? Because they want to make $1 billion.
Oh my fucking
10
God,
zeros.
no. You know, and like the thing I was gonna say is I felt kind of bad as that because I think
my face hurts from that one.
That's legit. Look it up.
Please kill me. No, I think I was gonna say I felt kind of bad because I think there was some ordeal where now he's getting summoned to Japan for like some legal action.
Good.
Oh,
But
nice.
he's not going. He's like, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
I want to say like the people who are behind Team 10. Yeah, there we go. Are saying if you don't go, we're gonna pull the plug on this shit. So one thing he did has affected however many people are in his little group.
Yeah.
Which they might all be shitty too, but I mean,
Yeah, they may all be
still.
shitty too, but they're willing to look at that and go, "Man, take responsibility
Here's
for piece of
fucking
shit."
go, man.
Here's why I'm going to assume they're not nearly as shitty. Because I have not once in my life ever watched a video from Jake Paul or Logan Paul, except the one where they hand-delivered merch to Post Malone.
What?
It was the whole thing. But that's because
so
of
they got
Man,
Wait,
HB.
shitty
fat
white
shit-
people just like congregate and
but-
just hang out, man.
But the only reason I hear about those two is because they're controversial and other people are talking about them. Like, I have no idea what they do.
Right.
Legitimately, I have no idea what their content is. I assume it's mindless nothing,
Oh,
but...
It's a lot of like they do a lot of diss tracks to each other,
Yeah.
and they also steal, music from other people, like the Flowbots.
They do a lot of
I did see that.
fake
Yeah.
drama and fake pranks, that sort of shit.
Well, I can't say anything. We built that fake drama with the diss tracks, which we'll cover later because he actually swung back.
But there's a difference. The difference though is you guys are just doing it for poops and giggles. You're not doing it for
we're
attention.
not making it look legit.
Yeah.
Right.
And also on that same note, fake prank shit. It's like, how thirsty for content are you? How sad and just terrible at something reasonably original.
I'm sorry. It's not pranks anymore. Social experiments.
Yeah, you can't say
It's just
prank.
a prank, bro.
Excuse me, guys, I'm
prank.
gonna step out and pee.
All right.
While he's stepping out.
Yeah.
Because we're not cutting just because you decide you got to empty that
Oh, of course not.
friggin' baby bladder of yours.
Hopefully, no one's audio cuts out because I'm moving the device.
Dun dun dun.
But so I'll move this along best I can. Then in that case, Troy, how you feeling about current games? What are you looking forward to right now, sir?
Nothing. Honestly.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck games.
Pretty much.
I don't like them anymore.
Well, I mean, I guess you kind of reached your pinnacle because like all the good Weeb stuff came out last year.
Well,
you had Nier, you had Persona 5. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
and
I
honestly,
got a lot of stuff I got to catch up on. I've got Neo. I still haven't played anything more than the beta for that. I still got to play Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
Still got to play Nier Automata. Still got to play Gravity Rush 2.
I don't know if you heard about that with Gravity Rush 2. You know, they're pulling all the online connectivity.
Oh, really?
For that.
I remember hearing something like, what does the online even do in that game?
Oh, Jesus, I can't remember. I know it's nothing like it's nothing player to player.
Yeah.
It's like bonus content and like outfits and I guess stuff of that nature that you're able to find on the map while it's connected live online.
Okay.
And once that's gone, it's gone. So people are just basically scrambling to get all that content now.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I got all that. I've got freaking Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah.
That game.
Dude, that is actually stupid fun. I'm not a
It's
fan of that style of gameplay, but I found myself really enjoying it.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but I mean, I got it for Christmas, so
Yeah.
just at some point I need to play it. I still need to beat was Breath of the Wild, but
still haven't played
I don't.
It's so good.
I don't really like the game, honestly.
I feel terrible every time I talk positively about Breath of the Wild because it always comes off as like, oh, you're just saying it because it's Zelda. No, I'm legitimately saying that game was fun.
My problem with the game is that it's not Zelda enough.
Yeah?
That's my problem with it.
You don't like Nintendo's copy of Skyrim?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's a Bethesda game that doesn't have the bugs.
Honestly, I think it's better. And main reason being that a lot of things that... Like, if you actually go back and play Skyrim now after playing Breath of the Wild, it is such a anchor at this point.
But see, if I play a Zelda game, I don't want to go play Skyrim and compare it to that. I want to go compare it to like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, things like that.
Well,
I want to compare
first
it
and
to a
foremost,
Zelda
nothing
game.
will compare to Wind Waker because Wind Waker was goddamn perfection.
It's
but
just like there's no dungeons in the game. There's like all the bosses feel the same.
Well, there's no dungeons, but for what you do get out of the challenges, the shrines, I mean, they're very dungeon-esque in their own.
Troy doesn't fucking care about that shit.
No.
Did you see that face?
The shrines are here. Go do this. Oh, you did it. Here's a piece of pie, whatever the fuck they call it. And it's like the most complicated it gets is okay, do this. Okay, now do this just like that, but do this again and do it a little bit harder this time. Okay, now you get your piece of pie. And it's like that's like I gotta tell you, the thing that pissed me off most about that game was there was that like one part in the map that's got like the Dreamcast logo that's made out of the like the spiral.
And you have to carry that stone.
You have to carry the thing all the way there. You put it down, and it's like, oh boy, I bet it's gonna be a really fucking awesome shrine. You go inside, here's your piece of pie. Like there's not even a challenge or anything.
Well, technically, the carrying of the stone was the
bullshit.
challenge.
No, I want a real dungeon. goddammit. That's what I want my reward to be.
Okay, well, slow your roll because here's the thing: if that's how you feel, if that's really how you feel, the downloadable content that's come out recently.
Downloadable. I want the real game
calm
to
down.
be. Yeah.
No, whoa, slow down. I didn't say in-game purchases. Okay, there's another hashtag for you to add to this thing. But no, seriously, like some of the content that came out for it after, like some of that shit's pretty legit.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm at this point, it's like I beat all of the demon. What do they call them? The shrine beasts? Is that what they divine beasts?
Divine
I beat all the divine beasts. So now it's just like, all right, let me just like I was going to get a lot of the other crap done, but it was just like, screw it. I'm in Ganon's castle now.
No, I'm here. I might as well.
I'm done with it. I just want to beat the game and be done with it.
Did you?
I haven't yet. I was in the middle of doing it while I was at my aunt and uncle's house for Christmas, and it was just. But yeah, like I just want to be done with the game at this point, just because it doesn't. It's not what I wanted. Like I don't like that open world type of game. Like I didn't play Skyrim. I played Oblivion for like 3 or 4 hours, and I was just like, this isn't for me. I played Fallout 3 for like a couple hours, and it's just like, this doesn't feel good.
I mean,
we're getting a reboot of God. Never mind, sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't get me started on that shit.
What?
Oh, please.
A reboot
We're getting a
of what?
reboot of God of War, apparently.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off, please.
Oh, no,
continue.
that's old news. They launched that. They
Yeah,
talked about that.
it is old news, but
it's like 2 years ago, right?
I don't keep up with anything.
It's really the ancient version of The Last of Us at this point. Like
Yeah.
there's no challenge to the game at all. It's just Here's a bunch of set pieces. Doesn't this look really pretty? And that's all it is.
Well, I mean, yeah, but there's nothing in stone about
Fuck
that yet.
you.
All we got is like fucking video.
Oh man, I hope there's a clean cut of that. Fuck you.
But
There was genuine hate behind that. Fuck
I mean,
you.
all we got. Don't get me wrong. I'm not defending in any way, shape, or form because I was sick of God of War after Part 2. You know?
That was awesome.
I mean, but at the same time, I don't want to make judgments this soon after just seeing a couple of fucking videos. Because if that were the case, then
Have you seen the video? It looks like shit.
now
like-
the only one I saw was the announced trailer where basically
God.
you're training your boy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
What?
We all know that the kid's gonna die, right? Like, it's gonna be that whole Last Guardian
No,
bullshit.
you
but-
really want to turn around on us, kill Kratos.
or kill Kratos. One
Yeah.
of the two's gonna die, but I'm assuming it's gonna be the boy because the boy's a little pansy. I don't know. If it was trying to live up to the original God of War, he would die because he was a little pansy. But it's trying to go with this whole Last of Us feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kratos is probably gonna die.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like behind the back. It's the Batman vision.
Yeah.
Where Batman takes up 90% of the screen. It's
Yeah.
like it's
or
the same.
basically, fuck, what is it called? Years of War, where like
Yeah.
Yeah.
your character's this part of the screen here,
Mhm.
everything else is what your field of view is.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the God of War games were like really top tier, skill based games, because they weren't. They were mostly mindless button mashers, but
basically.
they did have some level of skill involved in them. Precision
Precision.
platforming, and all that kind
Okay,
of crap.
well, I'm gonna call you on that one. Precision
Like, don't get me
platforming?
wrong. Not great. I'm not saying that it's great, but at least it wasn't anything revolutionary. But at least it tried to
Yeah.
do something. It just didn't try very
So
hard.
overall, what your anger is getting across to me is with the little boy there won't be any titties
No. My problem is
like in other games.
my problem is that if we turn fucking God of War into
Last of Us,
feels-a-thon,
Yeah.
whereas it's just a story that happens to have a little bit of interactivity into it. What's gonna happen whenever fucking Ninja Gaiden gets this is gonna be a feels game.
Okay, really though, it's Team Ninja. Not Team Ninja? Sorry, Tecmo. Do you really think they would?
They're not the same team they used to be.
That's because most of them got sick of making volleyball simulators and just decided let's move on.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's a slippery
Like
slope.
what's his name? The guy whose face looks like 5 miles of bad road.
Itagaki? Yeah, the guy that looks like a Ruffles potato chip.
Basically,
What?
yeah. No, real talk. This guy looks like he sincerely.
He looks like an oatmeal cookie.
His
Like,
Hold on.
face looks
Now I
like a
gotta
raw
know.
potato. Like
I've
it's
got to know
ridiculous.
now.
Like I'm sitting here talking shit about a dude I don't even know,
What is
and
Itagaki. I think that's his
Okay,
name.
hold on.
Manabu.
admittedly, again, yeah, like he has the facial features of a gentleman who would make a game about
right, this is a
jubblies bouncing
cartoon.
everywhere because it just fits.
This guy looks like he cares way too much about how well he plays a guitar.
I can't. Hold on. I can't find it. Hold on. What is it? Type this in.
That's not him. That's not the
Yeah.
same name.
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, I mean, that is the guy,
Oh,
but
Tomonobu Itagaki.
yeah.
I'm gonna butcher that name. Yeah. Oh, check out that
Yeah,
picture.
you didn't
I didn't
bring
get
him
the
up.
last name. Well, I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am the
That's-
bone of my sword.
That's that. That's a cartoon. Yeah. Ain't that important.
I don't want to shit talk the way. I don't want to shit talk the guy's appearance. That's not fair. Especially when it looks like it's from
Oh, he's a jackass. Don't worry about it.
1999.
He is kind of a cunt, from my understanding. Yeah.
He had a list of like the top 5 worst games of all time, like
Oh,
back
wow.
in the. Well, he has made one of the worst games of all time. That game on the Wii U. What is it? Devil's Third. Well, that game is like
oh
legendarily
God, yeah,
bad.
that thing is
Yeah.
absolute garbage.
But he put out like back in like '99 or something. He put out a list of the top 10 or the top 5 worst games of all time. Number 1, Tekken. Number 2, Tekken 2. Number 3, Tekken 3. Number
Man.
4, Tekken 4. Number 5, Tekken 5. It's like you were just a fucking jackass.
He is a
What a
real
chode.
like
Yeah.
anger chub for Tekken,
Oh
right?
yeah. That's why I'm really glad he's gone because I can't
oh
wait.
my God. He kind of looks like
How many times are you gonna walk in on a podcast?
Yeah, really.
As many fucking times as I want to.
Rude.
He kind of looks like Tommy. The
Tommy
room guy.
Wiseau.
Wiseau.
Yeah,
If he was, like,
he does
Asian?
kind of look like that.
He's
Yeah.
like the Tommy. Would he be gaming's Tommy? Who is gaming's Tommy Wiseau?
I don't know. He probably is.
Now, I don't know, man, because
I mean, Dead or Alive's better than a Tommy Wiseau movie, but I'm trying to think.
I'm really thinking about every time Bullfrog Interactive has put forward like discussion on a game, you know.
You're talking about Molyneux.
Yeah.
You think Molyneux's the Tommy Wiseau?
Come on.
No. Don't get me wrong. Peter Molyneux fucking... But he's not Tommy Wiseau. The reason is, like, Peter Molyneux actually has, like, a reason to be where he's at.
Yeah, exactly. Peter Molyneux has made some good games. I would say... Who's the guy who made No Man's Sky?
Oh God.
Oh, I do not know.
I don't know, man. Like, they never seem too overly confident about their product, though.
What?
Now,
I'm fucking sorry.
hold on.
I mean, to be fair, they
Lying
didn't.
about a product and being overly confident about a product are two totally different
No.
animals.
See, they were definitely not overconfident. I kind of agree with them because they didn't send out review copies, so they were like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
we did it bad."
Being a lot. Okay,
No, they
so
were overconfident about their abilities, and they executed poorly.
Yeah.
well, a lot of companies have done that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is Final Fantasy VII Remake still on this list? They haven't released that yet?
Nope.
I don't pay attention to it.
No.
That's like they announced that fucking 3 years ago.
Well, bear in mind they changed their direction of the product over 8-9 times. I mean, you know what went from being
Update the textures and release the
Right.
fucking game.
But no, then they were like, you know, with the direction they went with the more recent Final Fantasies, they're like, make it
Oh,
episodic.
God, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
haven't heard about this?
I don't like. I'm not big.
I mean, I don't
We don't need to
fucking
see
care.
Cloud's individual hairs whisked in the wind.
I
Just
don't fucking
release
technically
the
care
game.
because Final Fantasy VII is just fucking garbage anyways.
Just re-release Final Fantasy VII and call it Lego Final Fantasy because that's what it already looks like.
yeah, I just, you know, fucking you're passing up the good Final Fantasies to
I
re-release
thought I
7.
saw Darkstalkers on there.
Oh no!
Well, you heard his boner from
What
here.
was that?
Darksiders, I think is what it was.
Darksiders, yeah, Darksiders
Oh
3.
man,
Look.
I
Also,
really.
I will say, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
I
you're,
don't want
you
to
know,
cut you
you're
off.
good. I was just gonna say, I will say, out of all of y'all talking about all these remakes, I was super hype about getting like Okami remade
Oh
finally.
fuck yeah! Well, Okami's amazing though.
Holy shit! It was still just as beautiful as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, no,
Like,
fucking
whoa.
yeah, a high res Okami. I'll buy that twice. Thank you.
Like I
Absolutely.
saw it and like,
And
my
it was
dick
$20
just like
goddamn
fucking.
dollars.
Yeah, no, for
How
real.
fucking good was that?
It made me mad that like I wish there was like a special edition. Like I don't like collector's edition crap because it's always crap. But
But you wanted that statue,
yeah,
didn't you?
Yeah, for real. Give me a statue. Like, come on.
Yeah, speaking of
Set
like
of makeup brushes.
the last time I bought like a special edition because of shit, I was in like middle school. I got so
Right.
sick of that bullshit like very fast.
Well, somebody's still buying them because they keep fucking making shit. We got at the store right now. We got a fucking Call of Duty World War II Special Edition bundle. It's not. It doesn't come with a game or nothing. It's just a bunch of like World War
that
II
shit
memorabilia
pisses
shit.
me off.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
whenever-
like it fucking fuck. What was
That
it?
one Gearbox
Mass Effect
game?
3. No,
Oh, yeah,
Mass
yeah.
Effect 3. Did you see the special edition of that? It didn't come with a game.
Yeah, there was that one Gearbox game that was like, everybody's like on this drug that makes them see the world is better than it actually is.
We're the Happy Few or whatever.
Yeah, We Happy Few. Yeah. The special
is
edition of that.
fucking hard.
Yeah, the special edition of that game is like $150. Doesn't come with the game.
Are you fucking
What does it
serious?
come
I'm
with?
serious.
What is it?
It probably comes
It's like
with, I'm
just a
guessing,
bunch
like
of,
a
like,
mask
tat-
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a cosplayer kit for all you.
Essentially.
It's kind of like the equivalent. Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
Hi, Troy.
How you doing?
Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
I just saw you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent though of like the steel box cases. Now that's the special edition where it's like, okay, so instead of plastic, I get like a fucking metal case for it. Why?
Look,
Why?
don't-
I can
By the way-
understand. I can understand the metal case, but don't charge me like $40 extra for
Right.
it.
Exactly.
No. Let me, when if you're gonna do a special edition case or something, do it upon release. Nintendo, looking at you, Mario Kart 7 or 8. Sorry, Mario Kart 8.
Oh,
Steelbook.
shut the fuck up. We should have gotten a new Mario Kart.
No,
I'm
no,
so
no,
fucking
They're-
tired of
say what-
remake.
no, whoa,
And then they take
Hold
away
on.
the Wii community
I
or the
will
Wii U
fight,
community.
Now, I will fight you on that because 8 was goddamn amazing. And
No, it was good, but
it still
I'm
is.
getting really fucking tired of going around Baby Park.
Then don't. There's tons of other fucking courses.
Totally on board with her. Fuck Nintendo with its
Right.
remakes. Like whenever
bullshit.
Devil May Cry remake. You know, had 1, 2, and 3 on one disc for like $40.
Fucking
Yeah.
garbage.
You know, Ratchet and Clank collection. You got like 4 Ratchet and Clank games for like $40. Nintendo re-releases Wind Waker HD, $60. One game that's from an old time ago, $60.
Old
Please
time
give me
ago.
that goddamn money, and people will, of course, give them the goddamn money. That shit pisses me off because they do that with everything.
Don't
All
get
right,
me started
you know,
on like the Nintendo store. Like I have a Wii U and I go there and I was like, oh, games should be cheaper now that online services have just been. No, everything's still $60 fucking dollars. I can't buy Smash. I could go to like GameStop and buy Smash for like probably still 40, but still
Nah, it's
like
$50 still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be $50.
No,
Now, I will
I'll
say
fight
that-
you on that because I will rebuy
you.
Wind
Poor
Waker
Bowman.
every fucking time it comes out because that was a goddamn amazing game. So eat a bag
Not,
of dicks.
not for $60. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
No.
exactly. I would be fine
I
if they
still
were
own the
charging
original.
like, you know,
30.
20, 30, yeah,
you
something
can,
like that.
You can get it for $20, guys. It's $20 now.
Now,
Yeah.
but when you re-release it, all you did was update the textures and put it on a different disc. Fuck yourself.
right.
And you had a bunch of new features and changed up some of
So-
the.
So I
dungeons
paid
too.
$60 for
Yeah,
it the first
you're- all right,
time,
so-
and
so
now I'm gonna
$60
pay
bucks for some
$60
DLC.
Oh wait, no, hold a minute. Wait. Fuck you. You rebuy fucking Halo every time it happens. Even if it's a new game, it's still Halo
Yeah.
in the end.
But it doesn't come out like
Don't
every.
look at him.
No, he was about to say something. It doesn't come out every year, and they
Right.
update
Right.
it. It's a different
because,
game. It's a different game. That's why I stopped buying them because I didn't like 5. If I wanted to play fucking Call of Duty, I would have played Black Ops 3.
And once again, I'm not going to take any form of same shit, different day advice from somebody who enjoys the Fast and Furious films.
Also, here's the difference for that too. That's an $8 purchase.
I just wanted
Like,
to see if I could
besides
get him
60.
on a thing. Is like to watch him say, okay, listen.
No, I'm with him on this one. Like,
Yeah.
don't repaint the turd and call it the same price.
Right.
Call it the same price.
Yeah.
Like,
You feeling
don't
good,
get
Troy?
me wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario Kart-
I love to hear somebody refer to its no product as a turd.
Oh my God! Speaking of re-releasing turds,
oh no.
they're re-releasing the Duke controller.
Oh god.
Okay, no. So I saw this earlier, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I fucking hate the Duke controller. All right, so
I actually
When-
liked it. I was a fan, but
No,
I was the only one.
okay, so when I was a
honestly
kid,
don't know what it is exactly.
okay,
like, I
well,
didn't
hold on,
have
well,
that.
please, I'll explain. So when I was younger, like Ricky, a good friend Ricky, he has family members that have money, so he got a new Xbox for Christmas the year it came out, right? And I remember he was like, "Yeah, I'll bring the Xbox over so you can check it out." I was like, "Cool, no problem." So he fucking comes over. He's like, "Hey, you want to help me bring the Xbox in?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, what? It's a console. Can't you bring it in?" Nah, man, that's a 2-person fucking effort. That thing was a fucking block of pain. Weighed a ton. The controller, I swear to you, 2 players could play on one controller. I'll be the buttons, you be the dial pad. It's ridiculous. This fucker was fucking huge. This was the size of that. This is not exaggeration. Look at my hands and tell me if this is exaggeration. This
No,
is
I'm gonna
how-
show her a picture.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, so,
the
like,
controller was
Danny
fucking
over there
huge.
could use it.
Right? No, but here's the
This
and the controller was so huge. In fact, and part of the reason apparently why it was so huge is that it was poorly designed. The people who built the actual board for it were like, okay, wrap a controller around that shit, and you're like, oh fuck. And it was such a huge controller that it's a lot of people say it's single-handedly the reason why the Xbox never took off in Japan, because Japan's like, Jesus Christ, man, what is this? I mean, am I to cook on this or something? I mean, what is going on here?
Got 1 bar of service. This is great.
Oh, delightful.
Why don't you get on your Wi-Fi, you savage?
Yeah, look at this fucking beast of a controller. That's the Duke, and that's the regular Xbox original controller.
It was like holding it like this.
Yeah.
I have arthritis looking at it.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Like-
now get this. So they're re-releasing
Jesus Christ.
a usable version of that for PC and Xbox.
Why?
But wait, hold on. The one thing I'm hype about, above me on anything else, is that the center jewel is like a little LED screen.
Here's the problem with that though. That one piece, the fucking price on this thing is $70.
Have you seen Xbox controllers? That's the price. That's the price on all of them. Though.
realistically.
No, the one that I have, it's $60 and it has Bluetooth fucking built into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you must have got it on sale because at the store, dude, those are going for like $74.
No, they're $60. That's their price, or
65
$65.
is what I normally see them go for.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Best Buy's got them at 75, they're marked up and ripping people off.
It is Microsoft. But no, like, fucking... The controllers in general are super fucking expensive. This one is going to be a fucking wired... it's a wired controller. They got 2 little triggers on the top now so that you have, like, traditional setup for...
Nah, dude, fuck that. They have the white and black button. I don't need that bullshit.
Like,
But,
we got fucking like I've seen reproduction Xbox controllers for like $15, like brand new.
yeah.
It's like,
From the same company.
yeah, exactly, from HyperKid.
So
it's
HyperKid
like-
is going to be the company releasing these?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. See, I thought this was a Microsoft venture.
No.
See, that kind of... Again, I was only hyped for the controller because I thought it looked really cool to have that little
Yeah.
fucking LED
No,
thing
we
and all
don't. We
that.
don't need an OLED fucking like thing this big on the center that shows the Xbox boot screen. That's
Yeah.
cool. the first time.
I just want to see it. Yeah,
No, it's cool the
I
first
kind of just
time.
want to see it. You know,
And I'm assuming me and you read the same article. Further down on that article, it shows that no parties can use that screen on the controller because Microsoft won't release that.
Are you fucking serious? So it's just going to be a
it's
logo.
literally just a video on a card inside of a controller that no one can utilize.
I wonder how hot that would get running that too. Like,
I'm not sure. LED,
Yeah.
LCD.
OLED doesn't get-
Yeah, it doesn't really
Oh,
get
okay.
hot. Yeah, so it is OLED.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Holy
It's a
shit!
waste.
I mean, like I said, I was hyped for about
I
a
could be
minute
wrong.
there.
Like I can reread it, but
I was
I
hyped
assume
for a
it's-
minute there because I kind of just want to see it in action. I know I'll not comfortably play with that fucking huge ass controller. Don't get me wrong, but I just kind of wanted to experience it. You know?
I enjoyed it. That was the controller I played with. Like I liked it. But then again, that could just be nostalgia talking.
Yeah. Well,
And
I mean,
is that nostalgia worth $70?
Fuck no.
Exactly.
Fuck no.
I would much
Exactly.
rather put my money towards like a custom controller.
Because
Like,
here's the
Oh, but
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would much rather. I'd rather pay Microsoft $80 for a custom color controller than pay $70 for something that is novelty.
Because
Right.
here's the thing: you can probably get a Duke controller for cheap as chips, like a real Duke controller, and then you can just take
mod it out.
the piece that attaches to it, and you can swap it out for a USB one.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. You got yourself a brew going. So,
I don't know. It's like, again, I totally just would want to check. I would still want just to check one out, if anything.
Oh yeah, I mean, I
there's
fuck
that,
with
there's
it.
that morbid bit of curiosity in me that's going like, I wonder how cool that looks.
I fuck with it,
Yeah.
but I don't pay for it.
yeah, exactly.
No, I mean,
Absolutely not.
I still stand by. I mean, hands down, like, not in terms of anything fighting game or even to a degree platforming slightly, but the 360 controller is still one of my all-time favorite controllers.
The what?
And the 360 controller,
The what?
the 360. Fuck you, Bowen. You made me fucking step all over my words here.
Xbox 360.
Xbox
Xbox.
350.
I was going.
But no,
Here's
that controller is like one of my favorites because it was everything about it in terms of its build and handling for, like, you know, FPS or stuff of that nature. It fit perfect. It
Yeah.
really did. I could never, as much as I enjoyed my history to PlayStation controller, I could never get down with the center. The
I will say this: the PlayStation controller, I was never a fan of. Oh, well, when I had a PS2 before an Xbox, of course, that's what you played
Right.
with. You enjoyed it. But then when you realize, like, oh shit, this offset stuff is where it's at. Going back to it, the PS3
Yeah.
controller, garbage.
Yeah.
But the PS4 controller is comfortable as fuck.
yes,
I just still can't.
abso-fucking-lutely.
I still can't get down with where the Joy-Cons. Oh, sorry, joysticks are.
It doesn't really bother me as much. I think it might just be the what they-
Rounded thumbsticks.
Yeah, I think it's the thumbsticks themselves that, like, because the convex thumbsticks on the PS3, your thumbs couldn't get a good grip on them.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, it's like with the PS4 ones, I don't like. It's
Nice.
not even quite concave. It's just kind of ridged, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a lot easier. I play Hotline Miami on PS4 controller exclusively.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know,
I
like.
mean, I'm garbage because I have kitty paw covers for my little thingies, so you know,
That's fine.
extra grip.
If I had, okay, so if you had to choose universally amongst everything you'll play for the rest of your life, you had to choose one controller format for that. What
The
would
new
it be?
Xbox One controller.
Really?
It's comfortable.
I'm between the two because I have an Xbox One controller, but I didn't realize how much of a difference it was from it because I haven't had a 360 in so long.
Yeah.
And like, I have arthritis in my hands, and like it wears out my hands a lot more, especially if I'm playing like Dead by Daylight and I have to like button mash real fast or
Yeah.
something. You know, that like it just digs in right there, but it's still just as comfortable as the 360. It's just I fatigue more.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, well, the controller, like the new controller especially, because now it's got the grips, it's got the Bluetooth in it. It's a better controller and it feels good. The thing that this could just be me, you know, but the Xbox One controller has a better tactile feel to me too than the PlayStation, because even still, like PlayStation 2 and 3, the buttons were mush.
yeah, they
There's
get
a
stuck
bit
too.
more of a button
It
to
gives
it
you better
now.
feedback.
But the Xbox One's just been more comfortable and the triggers are way better.
It's funny because, like, fucking going back and
Yours
handling-
is the N64, isn't it?
Well, I
Oh,
was about to
God,
point
no.
out, going back and holding old controllers again for the first time in forever, the only controller that I've held that felt like completely foreign to me again. Like, I went back and held an NES controller. Sure, it was small, but it still felt like home. Super NES, N64 even. I still was able to find my sweet spot with those. All these other older controllers, holding them again, felt like nothing too incredibly off. And that even goes far to say with the PS3 and moving down again. Like I said, I've never been really big on that. But the old school pre DualShock PS1 controllers feel so fucking weird. Like, there's just something really foreign.
I
about
always
it.
keep going to like crunch it in too, because like my thing is
Yeah.
like just pressing in like L3 and R3, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I can't do anything
It
here.
just threw me off. Like, I got a couple of them lying around. I just happened to pick, oh hey, PS1. Wow, you know, and yeah, you're right, lightweight, absolutely, but there's something about it. You know, the shape of it just felt really foreign. You know, but the Super Nintendo controller, man, that's just like the easiest, like time stamped in my brain.
Oh yeah.
Like movements on that thing, you know.
Something makes my hand hurt so bad because like now as an adult I get angry at Donkey Kong when I keep falling off, so I'm like gripping it tighter and tighter.
To be
and
fair,
tighter.
getting angry at Donkey Kong is nothing new.
There's a Xbox One controller in the house right now that you can twist it and it'll squeak because I played Forza on it so much, and like you get real tense and you're just grabbing so tight and rotating the controller in your hand. Ugh.
I got
I
a
have a
GameCube
couple of
controller
those.
like that you can definitely tell my days
There's
playing.
a controller that was weird as fuck, the GameCube controller.
Yeah, when you're at no, dude. Funny enough, and this is going to come off as me just jerking Nintendo off. I know that, but I stand by it. Fucking the GameCube controller was goddamn amazing. I mean, it wasn't great for fighters.
For some game.
Yeah,
it wasn't
fighters,
great
it
for
wasn't-
fighters. It's the only one I use for Smash.
Oh no, I don't consider Smash a fighting game.
That's
but
fair.
there's a fucking can of worms, right? But no, Smash is a party game. Anyways, the Cube controller, man, for like platformers, especially in the realm of that, like like Sunshine, goddamn perfect. On
I
that.
think the GameCube controller was why there was such lackluster third-party support for that system.
No, lackluster third-party support came to that system because, in
Well,
comparison
and
to the format,
Yeah,
you know.
the disc too was definitely a problem too. But yeah, the
no company wanted to pay the extra money for a different disc format just for a
well,
transfer.
from what I understand, the main reason that the disc was such a problem was because you couldn't fit as much on it as you could.
Yeah, it's like a gig and a quarter or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, they're about. It's weird. I think they're about equal to the size of
Dreamcast.
Well, yeah. No, I was thinking.
of the Dreamcast.
I was thinking of something else.
Like you were talking about controllers that are awkward to go back to.
Oh,
the Dreamcast
was
controller.
bad.
The Dreamcast
What?
controller has never not been awkward.
Yeah,
I
like-
mean,
It's like Duke Plus.
Yeah,
well, it's not because of its size; it's because of its shape.
No, I know.
The main thing I hate about it is the D-pad.
Yeah.
that D-pad will
It's-
kill your thumb.
It's just uncomfortable shit.
Yeah.
I mean, Third Strike on the fucking Dreamcast was a dream come true until I started to play it.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Man,
But-
once I got an arcade stick for the Dreamcast, I tried to play everything with that arcade stick. 'Cause it was
You're sitting there going like, man, Jet Ground Radio might be really doing this shit.
exactly. That was one of the first games I tried to play with an arcade stick. Was like, all right, let's try to play some Jet Set Radio. See if we can not have my thumb kill myself after a
Yeah.
couple of minutes.
I don't know. It's like looking back on it too. Like on the Wii U, man. God, talk about wasted fucking potential on the matter of third party. Like it's not the fault of the people who tried to bring something different to the genre of gaming that other companies, especially the big third party guys at the time, because the Wii U came out during a time where Activision and EA were just jerking them out left and right. And it was like, well, none of that's coming onto the Wii U. Well, there's a reason for that. These companies don't want to do anything interesting and different. They just want to be able to paste and copy the same shit over and over. We don't have Madden on a Wii U, so I'm not buying a Wii U. Well, first, if the only reason you're buying a console is to play Madden, then fuck you. Secondly, I have nothing against people who like Madden. That's cool, but there are some people who are just focused purely on that side of gaming. Congratulations, you're funding some piece of shit company, especially the cats who are just like, what about the NCAA? Don't get me started on that fucking free slavery bullshit, but the whole scene where you take the control, dude, fucking these college kids not getting paid for shit.
I'm just hearing word salad.
Word salad.
At this point, I'm lost.
But no, so for those
You
you
have at home.
for the fucking, like, the way that controller was set up with the screen on it, the little tablet controller, gimmicky, yes.
I
but-
fucking love it.
But real talk, there was so much potential there. Probably one of
really
the
was.
yeah, and then the fact that Nintendo was really the only company doing anything with it, to the point that they probably completely
Nintendo-
dried themselves out on the idea on
See,
the
I
whole
think
thing.
Fatal Frame was the only game that really took advantage of like the capabilities of that, because like if you
Well,
played
one
it on
of
there,
the actual best examples.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
As I say, you actually have to take the tablet and use it as a camera. Like you have to okay,
Yeah.
here we go, done. And
Nintendo shot themselves in the foot with the Wii U in a lot of regards. Primarily the marketing. A lot of people didn't even know.
hands down, yeah.
A lot of people don't even. People still don't even know it exists.
Yeah, don't call your system like, okay, that's like everyone's like, well, Wii U, what about PlayStation 2? Same general concept. Yeah, but
Wii U sounds like an attachment.
Because
Yeah.
and it's like the problem is that the Wii U came out
It's like Wii
shortly
Fit. No,
after.
you're not wrong.
What was that company that did Saints Row and all that?
Volition? Not Volition.
No, Rockstar.
No, it was Volition.
Did the WWE games?
Oh, THQ.
THQ.
Yeah.
Because it was the Wii U came out shortly after that whole tablet, U-Draw tablet. You remember that? There were probably a
shit.
ton of people who were confusing the Wii U for that U-Draw
I
tablet.
think that's what THQ was hoping for.
Yeah.
Though, you know?
The-
And yeah, it's like not giving it a very distinct name because Wii U. Well, it's got Wii in the title. It's even
Yeah.
the same logo as
So
the Wii.
I can play these Wii U games on my Wii, right? If I had to hear that one more time, the U-Draw basically, yeah, you're right. It is just like blatantly. The U-Draw was a drawing tablet put out for consoles at the time. It was
Okay.
like a little Cintiq style tablet,
Right.
And there were certain games you could play with it, draw, color, and all that stuff. And it pretty much is the thing that sunk THQ as a company.
It is what killed them.
When you were at the point where you
They're
had
making gimmicky Game Gear.
well, not even say gimmicky Game Gear. It's just more along the lines of just like unimaginative. Like if you're gonna release something like that, have something more than this
Coloring
software you
books.
can do math. This software you can color, and it's all based on your kid's favorite. No,
Fair
like
point.
bring something to the table, man. Like
I think they just wanted a new Leapfrog.
I mean, to a degree, you're probably not wrong. You're
I
absolutely.
mean, how do you go
but the
from
peop-
making Tony Hawk's Underground to
Well, that was Activision.
No, I thought they did. I thought THQ did that.
No,
Oh, well,
that was Activision.
THQ
My
did like a
bad.
lot of licensed stuff. Like they did Rugrats
What was that
games.
shit?
Okay.
THQ in their last year of existence. We're gonna move away from licensed stuff and do more original content. Yeah. All right. See, just close the door on your way out, bro.
Yeah.
You're good. No, it's funny though. Like I said, think about all the cool shit that could have been done with the Wii U tablet, man. Think about all the cool shit that could have happened with that.
What they should have done is they should have come out. You know how they have Super Nintendo had the Game Boy player. They should have had
Yeah.
a DS player because you got the tablet touch screen. That could be your bottom screen. Your TV could be
Yeah.
the top screen.
Well,
I
some
don't
of
doubt
those
for a
say
minute
they
it's a
have some
possibility.
DS games on there, if I remember correctly, in the store.
Well, I'm just talking about like straight up giving me an attachment for the Wii U
Okay,
that
right,
will let me
right.
plug in a
No,
DS
and
game.
you're right. See, that could have definitely been a possibility.
Yeah.
But let's talk about like original game styles that could be done on that. And I bring this one up all the time when I talk about it because I really feel like this was an opportunity for at least a Western developer to pick up on and do something with. But I think it was Penny Arcade did the whole D&D game for the Wii U. The Dungeon Master has the pad. Everyone else is playing, looking at the screen, but only the Dungeon Master. Dude,
Yeah.
I would have played the fuck out of that. What was that one that...
They could have done Pac-Man versus.
Oh, Pac-Man versus, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Dokapon Kingdom
Yeah.
on the Wii U. What? That'd been just fucking amazing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There were a couple of cool games, like a couple like little indie games. Like there's one I think it's
yeah.
like Affordable Space Adventure, where I mean it's absolutely terrible. It's the most frustrating fucking game in the world to play with anybody. But like as you log in with different people, like one person's controlling the actual ship, and
Yeah.
you're controlling the controls of the ship. So
Right.
you control like the heat, you control like your
Thrust
propulsion.
and
Thank
all
you.
that.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'm like
Words, I know. I
yeah.
get it. Trust me.
And it's the most fucking frustrating thing in the world because then you have to like control the tilt of the ship with the pad and
yeah.
like-
It seemed, but see, it still did something to take advantage of the
right,
settings.
exactly,
So that's the point.
exactly.
I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, I would like for a game to be good, but if it's legitly trying, and even if it fails at it, but if it's
right,
legitly
it's still
trying at doing
tried to
something,
take advantage of it
please,
and be
by all
affordable
means,
too.
Yeah. Looking at you, No Man's Sky. I mean, really. I mean, if you're legitly trying, there's a
Man,
world of
that
difference.
kind of would have been like a cool game. I feel like
Dude,
for the Wii.
like
U.
there's so many. I mean, I'm sorry, but when your focus is less about bringing something interesting to the table, just being able to say, we made a huge fucking map. Well, what can I do on that map? Fly around it? I mean,
yeah.
You can
It's
do
procedurally
anything
generated.
except all you have to do these specific things or you'll die. But you can do anything.
you can do anything. That if anything is basically float around and
Mine shit.
Yeah.
Consistently.
I mean,
Is
you kids love the Minecraft, right?
Yeah, it's Minecraft without the crafting part.
Yeah.
It's just mine.
or the fun or personality
Yeah,
or charm. Yeah. But no, like I said, think about all the cool shit we could have done with that. Like, all right, Troy, you're very video game minded. So, what's something you would have done if you could with creating a game for the Wii U, like using the gamepad, using the connectivity between the pad, be it multiplayer, single player, whatever? What's something you would have brought to the
I
table?
would have made a Senran Kagura game where you can like take the clothes off of the chicks with little touchpad.
Well, you can do that on the PSP or PS Vita, anyways.
Yeah.
Well, technically you could if anyone cared about the PS Vita, anyways.
I would do Dead or Alive Extreme game where you can take
the clothes
put
off the chicks.
put like oils and stuff on the
You
girls.
can jiggle
with
one
the,
boob.
One boob individually. 2 boobs will cost you extra.
Use both fingers.
No, what you do is you throw one boob into the other.
It's like a fucking, you know.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
would have come was like keep talking and nobody explodes, because that
Right?
would have been an easy way. Because like me and Kevin face the problem where we have our computers in the same room and like we have monitor and TV. I can't play that with him, even
Yeah.
though like we have separate accounts and we have separate everything. But the fact is like my shit's still gonna be blaring in front of him, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like you could have easily made it where you have the bomb instruction manual here, or it's on the screen, something like
Well,
that.
I guess to be fair though, that was probably made after the Wii U and
Well,
by
yeah.
a third
Way
party
after.
developer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what was that game? There was a survival horror game where you're that blind chick.
Oh. Ooh.
Siren? Is that what you're talking about?
No. It came out not recently. It was like within the past, like, I think year or 2
I know
years.
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can't think
but
of it.
it's like a
though.
survival horror game, and you're this blind chick, right? And there will be parts where you're exploring areas, and you have a cane, and when you slam your cane down, the sound wave shows you everything, but it just glances over.
Okay.
God, I forget the name of it. But there would have been some really cool stuff using the tablet monitor, tablet controller with something like that. Stuff. There's tons of cool ways you could have taken advantage of that and just got overlooked, and it just, like I said, it breaks my heart to think about. Even now with the Switch, as much as I love the Switch and some
What
of
the
the stuff
fuck are
it's
those
doing,
controllers? Okay.
What?
The
Joy-Cons?
Yes. It's fucking.
They're weird, they're tiny, but man, just one game of 1-2 Switch really makes you appreciate them. Like, you can't
Yeah.
appreciate them on their own. The Joy-Cons by themselves, you're initially going to
Still
go...
get that Sinner and Kagura game that's on the Switch.
I say
I
being
don't know what
drunk
that is.
trying to play Mario
Movies.
Kart with them is
Yeah.
the worst fucking decision you can make in your life.
But if you ever want to really appreciate, like, I explain to people all the time, like, how basically Wii Sports was just a tech demo for the Wii controllers.
Yeah.
But everyone loved the gameplay. That's what fucking 1-2 Switch is on the Switch, man. That's just a tech demo, because
Just too
that
bad
it should've
they
been
charged
included.
$50. Yeah, exactly.
been included.
That should
I
have
want
been
to play that
included.
Snippet Clips game. I
Snippet
feel like
Clips
that's
was
another
freaking
one that
awesome.
would be like good for it.
Dude,
but
no, Snipper Clips it does nothing special with those controllers
Oh.
other than basically the tool you can enjoy it. Me and Chelsea have been going through that, and it's stupid fun. I enjoy that.
That sounds
game.
a lot like a dick. There's nothing special about it, but both of you can enjoy
See,
it.
this thing though. Another problem I had with the Wii U was that too many of the games required the touchpad, and
but
I'm
it was like the
sorry.
most minimal thing too.
Yeah, like Star Fox.
Well, that was
ruined,
and that was basically just certain like groups of people putting games together and just going like, man, it's been great on the last generation. Oh wait, we got to put on a Wii U.
Shit.
Use that control. You figure out a way to use that pad.
Yeah.
It was almost like a prerequisite for a lot of these developers.
Yeah.
Can you figure out something cool to do with the pad alongside it? Look at a screen on it. That's fucking good enough. We need games. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, it's like look at something cool to do alongside it. Yeah, that's fine. But the problem is that it was like, can you figure out something to do that requires the use of the pad?
Right.
And it's like I'm sorry. If I could have played Star Fox Assault or whatever the fuck, what was the name of the game?
Yeah, it was Assault.
I thought Assault was the one on the DS.
You
What
might
was-
be right.
I can't remember what Star Fox Zero. That's what It was
Zero.
called. Yeah, like if I could have played that with just the Wii U Pro controller, I
Yeah.
would have loved that. But no, I had to go and ruin it.
I don't want to end this too short, but we've been going for a little while, and I figured maybe we can.
This is the first time Bowman actually steps in to stop a
Right.
podcast.
Well, we're pushing on an hour and a half. I figure that's good enough. But we did do a call out onto Facebook for some questions, and so I want to address some of those if you would like. One, Skylar Kelly wants to know how do I lose my virginity?
Well, first it requires a lot of alcohol because
Yeah.
I've seen this kid. So you're going to need a lot of alcohol. Probably having money won't hurt. I don't know, man. I mean, listen, I'm free next weekend. Just hook me up, give me a call. We'll work something out.
All right. Follow up from John Ritchie. How do I get it back?
Well, first you have to fight the king version high atop the mountain of
Of hanging out ass crack.
hanging out. That's right.
You're so tall on the mountain. There you go. It's just like butt crack. It's just little
Yeah,
bits.
if you beat the let's ask the longest running level 30 wizard version into store. So, Troy, how does one get a game?
I have heard that there is hymen reconstructive surgery.
No, there is though.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you may it's like you may give up your badge, but put bluntly, you've already technically like stitched however many to get that badge.
Look,
you know,
all you have to do to get your virginity back is accept Jesus Christ as your Lord personal Savior, and you'll undo the dick that went in you.
Yeah, I was like, if you just crossed the gates going into the Catholic Church, you're just resolved all your sin.
Let's see. Here's a decent question. James Hogue. I'm probably pronouncing his last name wrong. Is there an artist who has never made a good song? I feel like that's a too easy one.
I mean,
I bet Da Vinci didn't make any good beats.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he means music artist, and even to that degree, I still like your answer better.
I feel like
That's a matter of taste, though.
I was about to say I could probably reword it in a different way. Sorry if this isn't how you mean it. But what's your least liked artist? Period.
Yeah, because
If you had to put a name on your least favorite musician, who would it be?
Jesus.
Well, it's kind of like the girl who made the "Call Me Maybe" song. Like, you may hate that song.
Oh, it's catchy as fuck though.
But no, not even that. But like, if you listen to it like on like actual like production level, like written, you know, it's a good song. You can't say it's, you know.
All I gotta say is, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
Oh
Gucci
God,
gang,
no.
Gucci Gang.
I'm gonna have to.
I spent 10 racks on a new chain. My bitch loves doing cocaine.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucked her, and I forgot her name. Ain't buy no bitch no wedding ring. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
next. You just
Bill Edgerton wants to know, why did Pogs die?
Okay, Bill.
Because you touch yourself at night.
Bill, no, whoa, hold on, William, listen up. Pogs died because slowly somewhere, somebody said to themselves, "I'm literally taking fucking paper caps off of milk cartons and slamming them against one another and spending money to do so."
Here's the thing with Pogs, is that it became oversaturated.
Boy, did it.
Yeah, like
There was an animated series that was supposed to happen
the
based on
animated
Pogs.
series.
What the fuck?
Oh, these are those
You
disc
can get
things.
Pogs,
Okay.
you get
Slammers
Pogs at like Hardee's and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you can get Pogs anywhere that was a bit fucking Winn-Dixie.
May I
like,
point out also that there were
Winn-Dixie.
celebrities trying to make a comeback in Pog form? I mean,
What?
real talk. When Spuds McKenzie dropped Bud Light just to be make appearances on Pogs, that's when you knew something was up.
But there was the oversaturation, and it got to a point where I was like, I got to a point where I didn't know any. I knew people that were collecting Pogs. Almost no one was playing with them.
Yeah.
It was just check out my Pog collection. You know, binders full of
That's
this
because
shit.
you didn't want me coming with my slammer and taking that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, real talk. I still have Pogs.
I'm
Oh,
sure.
I got
I've
a
never
fucking,
seen one.
I got a fucking lunchbox full of Pogs.
I'm sure. If you want to see one, just get a milk carton and cut a hole out of it. You've got a Pog.
Yeah.
But no, like that was the thing. I knew very little people who were actually playing with them, and at that point, it's just useless tat. You're not using them, so
I think my buddy Wally and I played Pogs maybe like once or twice, and basically got to the point where it's just like, I spent like $8 on this slammer, and like I never get to use it, and why are we doing this?
Play?
You know, it's just ridiculous.
Sounds like me and my cousin when we were all into Yu-Gi-Oh. Like,
I mean,
we all had the cards, but no one wanted to fucking play it.
Exactly.
TCG. The only reason it's lasting longer than Pogs right now is because why is it? That is a good question, actually. Why is TCG lasting longer than Pogs?
Look, I don't care why it's lasting longer than Pogs, but
So
all
long
I
as it
know is
keeps it
keep it up.
I-
Keep it up. You're paying my bills.
my assumption is that they've got the formula down just right in terms of people are starting to get tired of these cards. Let's release some new ones and make the old ones outdated.
Well, I think because it's an actual game.
Yeah, that too.
Well, there's more to it than just physically slamming
Like,
fucking paper together.
Pogs is Jax with less to do.
Right.
I feel like
Really?
Pogs are Jacks. Pogs is Jacks just sounded weird to me.
No, Pogs is a name.
Yeah.
Jax is a name.
Yeah, I know.
Pogs is Jax. It's grammatically sound, I promise.
Okay, well.
Pogs trademark is Jack's trademark.
But is there a trademark on Jacks though? Like the
No, I'm sure there are, but it doesn't matter. Pogs are Jack's.
Yeah, just felt
Just
weird
with less to do.
Anyways, go ahead.
Jake Westerbeck, how exactly is a rainbow made? How's the positive traction on a Plymouth work? Look, why are boobs good? It
Look,
just
no.
does.
Miss Frizzle actually explained how rainbows work. Okay.
Yeah, and, well,
he's making a Joe Dirt
to,
reference.
but to be fair though, ICP also debunked the whole magnets thing too. So
Wait, what?
I mean,
Yeah, I was
ain't wrong.
surprised no one went with
Look.
ICP with the whole artist thing. And
Yeah.
I was going to go there, but then I was like, that's too obvious.
no,
It's too
it's
obvious.
it's
Look,
too easy.
hold on.
And it's like I get too much entertainment out of ICP.
And to be fair, you're talking to like somebody who's for the longest time had the biggest like hate boner for the whole scene. But I won't lie to you, they threw shit and rocks at Tia Tequila.
Look, I was about to say, have you heard what she is doing now?
Oh no!
Oh, she's a flat earther.
No, she's also a converted Christian who she posted some video about, or a post about how she prayed that all of the porn stars in the world would get AIDS and die, and then like one of them did die.
She was a porn
And she
star.
was like, "Oh yeah, my prayers are being heard. All of you sinners are
She
being
was a
ridden."
porn star.
I know.
Yeah,
I had
exactly.
watched her write a
Hold on,
Simeon
hold on.
on the
She was a soft dash.
and a lesbian.
Slow down,
and a
slow down,
lesbian.
slow down. Wait a minute. Calling Tia Tequila a porn star is giving way too much credit to somebody for some who got famous off of like appearing on television and like
No, she was a MySpace queen before all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, so no, there are porn stars out there who work really hard for what they do,
Sex
to
work
put her
is
in
a
that
real
same
job.
to put her in that same category, that's an insult.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's some porn stars that really put some work in on their knees. You need to give them some respect.
Like I said, sex work is work.
Yo,
So-
I mean,
Speaking of sex work,
Yeah.
Jamal Rouse wants to know where the bitches
super.
and shit. Nah, he actually wants to know.
I mean, we got 4 bitches right here, don't we?
Come on out, baby.
what happened, Super? I thought you were supposed to come hang out, man.
This is actually a pretty good segue. He also asks, how does Bowman feel about that diss track?
Wow, you're not kidding. That is a heavy segue.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, so last podcast we talked about it. I sent a diss track to our buddy Squid.
Squid,
You used
yeah.
to work with him. I used to live with him. You know him.
Oh, that's right. You used to work with
Oh
him.
yeah, he is such a little bitch. Oh my
Oh
god.
man, we need to get her on the next one. Shit, throw a beat behind that boy. I'm gonna send it to you. Nah,
So, Rachel, can you harmonize that?
It's a little bitch.
You know, I mean.
but anyways, we were hoping that by
I'll
this
just take the sound clip and auto tune it.
Right.
Oh yes.
I got that Stranger Things keyboard. Like,
oh, we'll do the cat keyboard in the back. But yeah, we'll do a little remix. We were hoping by this time, by this week, he would have sent something back, and he did.
Yeah.
And it was pretty fucking good. He even called you out as my ghostwriter.
Yeah. On top of that, he mentioned that I was homeless.
Yeah.
That I looked homeless. Sorry.
You still do.
That I looked homeless, which
The beanie now doesn't help, and the camo vest.
Hold on.
The whole
three
thing,
layers.
honestly.
Look, all that's missing is some newspaper tucked in there, like poking out. 'cause
Oh,
you're
you need to
trying
have
stay
like a
warm.
little coffee cup with
Right.
some
change.
Yeah.
And some Seneca cigarettes.
Yo,
There aren't even Senecas in it. It's just the only box you have to collect
Let me
them.
get a smoke. So
We need to take you out to Walmart right now, put you in front of the place, be like, buy my mixtape.
Look, it's our new social experiment, guys.
new social experiment.
Yeah,
yes.
but nah, he
But no, he called me out not only as your ghostwriter, but also looking homeless, and that I was the reason he closed the YouTube tab on the podcast, which is probably the only part of that song that's honest.
yeah. Everyone else just said you talked over me.
Well, Bowman, stand up for your fucking self, you piece of shit.
Yeah, and the only thing, my only issue with it is he got one fact incorrect.
The part about you having a bitch.
Well, the line was, why you go to film school and end up with a podcast. I never went to film school, sir. I just really, really wanted to.
Oh no, see, he was just really expecting that you follow through with your dreams.
That's fair. He believed in me even when I
Yeah.
didn't.
He was
Yeah.
just saying, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to film school.
What is the exact opposite? Can we just do the exact opposite of a diss track? An
No,
inspiration
Like an
track?
encouragement track?
I've already said it. I wanted to change the song, like the lyrics.
Like, hey,
Dude,
man.
Squid, you need to fucking blow up. Your flows are sick. They make me want to throw up. Because they're so sick.
What was that shit? I really hope you get to hear about this. I really hope you get to hear about this. I really hope you get to hear about this. I'm so excited I might take a piss.
yeah.
Yes.
So, you know.
Oh, I'm so glad I haven't listened to any of these. Dear
talked
God.
about that.
I would not be on this podcast. Then goodbye.
Yeah, no, so it was fucking cool. So now, we gotta We gotta do that collab. That's gotta be
Whoa,
next, right?
No. There's gotta be a follow up first. A follow up on both sides.
Oh, so I gotta respond. He's gotta respond.
Right. Then there's the.
You know what? Here's what we're doing. I send a track. He sends a track. I send a track. He sends a track. Then we do one together. That's a 5-song EP. We just made a split, boy. Let's make some money.
I mean, look, like I said, I've already talked Trap. He's down for helping with beats. Just saying.
That way, neither of us have to steal beats off of YouTube. Wait, censor that. That way, we borrow beats off of YouTube.
And on top of that,
Don't demonetize me.
I also like to point out that it
I've dropped
was
so many S and H bombs. That,
Yeah, we're done here.
Yeah.
Like,
I
they're
have been,
actually taking money from us now.
I have been told, because I was apparently called out, although in small form, that I must stand up for myself too. But that's just it. I'm not a rapper.
You want me to give you a verse?
No. I'm not a rapper. So what's going to happen is,
gonna
I've
sound
already
like,
talked. I've already talked to Tendo, and he's going to work as my stand, and he's going to come in and and represent for me. And in the video, I'm just going to rap over what he says. I'm gonna rap like this.
No,
Because you're going, oh shit, these rhymes are too hot.
I want you to rap because it's gonna look like Malibu's Most Wanted.
Oh boy, I
My name
will
is
straight
Ernie,
up.
and I'm here to say that I don't like you in any way.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Oh, and it's gonna have that scratch throat noise.
If I'm gonna rap it, if I'm gonna rap in any way, shape, or form, I'm gonna rap like that kid that did the Minecraft rap. That's what I'm gonna do. Yo.
Oh, do it like T-Dubs on the May.
Oh man, do you think we get Ice JJ Fish to do a feature on one of these diss tracks?
Jesus.
Go. Oh my god, I think that's a
with
good
the Mario games. I got a big Ramus with a big Thames.
Oh my god, and on that, I think we're gonna call it. Guys, thank you for listening. If you are, again,
You
like I
made
said
it this far, right?
Again, like I said last week, the way this gets out is you share it with your friends. So if you did genuinely enjoy it, tell someone about us. You can subscribe to this channel, keep up with what we're doing. Leave comments down below. We will check those, and who knows, we might answer your question next time.
Unlike most cats, we're gonna try and interact with you. So if you got stuff you want to yell at us about, or nice things you want to say about my gorgeous rat,
call Ernie an asshole about whatever he went in on earlier, and
I am very much an asshole.
you could just say he's an asshole. It doesn't have to be about anything specific. But yeah, like we said, we appreciate you. Share with a friend, subscribe, all that bullshit. And we will see you next week.
Make sure to click on the bell so you get the notifications.
Make sure.
Smash that like button.
Smash that motherfucking like button.
Let's see if we can get 2 likes on this video. What do you say, guys?
Let's see if we can get 2 likes on this video from the beginning. Go back to the beginning of the video and smash that motherfucking like button. I want to see at least 3.5.
If you got somewhere you can be in public where you can pull up YouTube, pull this video up.
Be that asshole on the bus. Play it out loud. While you're at work, just let it blast through your speakers.
And if you're doing that, if you're worried about people listening in because you hear a lot of language that's really just
like Troy, fuck you.
Yeah,
But yeah, thank you. Roll that outro music.
Roll that outro music.
Roll some on the line.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.